All right, we are live. Welcome to Sin Bin Stream. We have more NFL action tonight. Buffalo Bills at home. They will be hosting the Baltimore Ravens. And I think let me double check. I think I forgot to do something. So let's get ready. I thought I was ready. All right, what is going on with this mic stand? Hope everybody's having a great Sunday. Ready? All right, hold on. I think, yep, I did forget. All right, let's do this right now so I can put chats on the screen. I totally forgot. All right, 1 second. Screen's going to go black, and I'll be right back. Thanks, everybody. Okay, should be back. Test this out. All right, we're in business. Sorry about that. Forgot to do that. All right. Packers fans celebrating their week 1 win over the Detroit Lions. Was it 27-13, I believe, was the or no. Yeah, 27-13. Big week 1 win against, divisional opponent. All right, 1 second. Let's get this going. And, of course, we're a little early because the game is supposed to be 7:20, but usually NBC, we don't kick off till about 7:22. So we got a little bit, maybe about 4 minutes till kickoff. So hope everybody's had a good weekend. Hope everybody around the world is getting a good start to their Monday. Here's what's coming up this week on Sin Bin Stream, and I got to get more water. All right, I'll be right back. Thank you, everybody. All right, we are back. We'll go through the scores from week 1. And let me adjust the helmets real quick here. I think that, all right, hold on. All right. Nope. Keep that back. All right. All right. Jags beat the Panthers 26-10. Broncos beat the Titans, didn't cover, 20-12. 49ers over the Seahawks, 17-13. Rams win at home, 14-9 over the Texans. Falcons lose in Atlanta to the Buccaneers, 23-20. Bengals beat the Browns 17-16. There was a missed field goal on an extra point, and that's cost the Browns. 33-8, Colts with the big upset at home with Danny Dimes. Raiders win in New England 20-13. Cardinals over the Saints in New Orleans 20-13. Steelers over the Jets in New York, or I should say New Jersey, 34-32. I think we're about set. Commanders win at home. That's who the Packers play Thursday night. Hope to see you then. 21-6 over the G-men. And again, the Packers 27-13. Of course, the Chargers won Friday night in Brazil, 27-21 over the Chiefs. And then the Super Bowl champ opener, 24-20. Eagles won and beat the Cowboys. All right, so yeah, we'll get the live stats as soon as the game goes live. Let's see. Just checking some stuff real quick. My channel. All right. Let's go back. All right, let's check the live. Oh, we got Andre Reed pumping up the crowd with the Bills mascot. Oh, wait a minute. I wanted to go live. Let me double check this on their homepage. Oh, are you kidding me? All right, well, we'll check that later. All right, we're lining up to kick. It's in the air. Taken at about the 10, returned up the near side numbers, near the sideline, past the 40, 45, out of bounds near the 50. Good start for the Bills as the Ravens had to kick it off. 14:54 to go. First quarter. Bills in blue. They got blue unis, blue pants, and blue socks with red and white stripes, white helmets. Ravens come out in white and black. All right. First and 10, Josh Allen in shotgun, back to pass, throws, caught inside Raven territory, down near the 40. Let's see where they mark it at 14:42 to go in the first quarter. It's going to be second and short. I'll put second and 2. We'll see. All right, let's refresh. Where the heck? There we go. Live. There we go. Allen to Knox for 8 yards. All right, so make it second. Yeah, it is second and 2. All right, 14:17 to go. Shotgun. Handoff. Right side. Cook for first down. Inside the 40 near the 39. 14:04 remaining. Oops, didn't give possession to... Gave possession to Baltimore instead of Buffalo. Apologies. 1,000-yard rusher and 16 TDs last year for a Cook. Or Cooks, sorry. First and 10, 39-yard line of the Ravens. Bills, handoff. Nope, fake the handoff. Allen carries forward for at least 2. Call it second and 8. As the defense is introduced for the Bills. All right, I have to scroll way down, bring this down. All right. Oh, poll. I'll remind me, I'll get the poll up. All right, they call it 2nd and 7. They're at the Raven, like 36, we'll call it. It's 36 and a half. Shotgun, back to pass, looking. Allen throws, left side, incomplete, almost intercepted by the Ravens with 12:44 to go in the first quarter. So 3rd and 7. Big, suppose they're already in field goal range, but we'll see after this 3rd down. Maybe they'll pick it up. Suppose I should get a couple of footballs here. That's a little better, I think. All right. And we got flags on the field at 12:44 before the snap. Let's see what this call is. John Hussey, his 11th season, Hussey. Encroachment on the Ravens, so won't be enough for a first down, but that makes it a 3rd and 2. All right, 3rd and 2. Oh, because the lineman got up and touched him. Yeah, I hate that they do that. 3rd and 2. Shotgun. Fake the handoff. Swing pass to the back, who takes it to the 20, 15, out of bounds. That's Jackson, number 26, at 12:36 to go in the first quarter. 1st and 10 inside the red zone for the Bills. Yeah, Jackson hit out of bounds near the 15. We'll see where they mark him down, or where they spot the ball, rather. All right. In shotgun, receivers each side, back in motion. Jackson, 2 in the backfield, fakes the handoff, throws it to number 22, takes it, and is tackled for about a yard loss back near the 15. So let's see if they call it 2nd and 11. All right. Yeah, I suppose I shouldn't have my boom mic arm in the shot, but it's all right. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. I do appreciate it. 11 and a half to go. It is 2nd and 11 from the 15-yard line. They got to get to the 4. Shotgun back to throw. Throws in the end zone. Caught for a touchdown for the Bills. Number 86. I think that's Knox. And the Bills strike first on their opening drive for a touchdown. 7 plays, 50 yards, 3:41 time of possession. Yep. Who is that? 86. Sorry. Let me check the play-by-play. How do they not have the score up? All right, they're lining up for the extra point. Kick is on the way through the uprights and good. So with 11:19 to go, first quarter, Bills lead 7-0. Touchdown, Allen to Kincaid. I should have known that. I've used the Bills in Tecmo Super Bowl. All right. Oh, well, let's check in on, let's see how their box score looks. That I might need. Yeah, okay. ESPN has a good box score. So we'll leave ESPN up for the box score. Their play-by-play is going to be kind of tiny, though, but at least I can read numbers off. Allen, 3 for 4, 22 yards, and a touchdown. 23 rushing yards for the Bills' offense. Oh, that's right. They got 5 yards via penalty. That's right. And in the WNBA earlier, Fever 94, Mystics 65. They clinch a playoff spot. Sparks keep their hopes alive. They win 91-77. One more game tonight. Sky at Aces. But the Sparks will really need the Storm to lose their last game, which isn't until they got a game Tuesday, it looks like. And the Sparks have to beat, let's see, the Sparks are going to need to beat Sparks are going to need to win out, too. I think they have two more. They're on the road in Phoenix Tuesday. And then they host the Aces at home on Thursday. That's a tough task coming ahead. So, yeah, we'll see how they do. And they still need the Storm to lose that game as well. Johnson had a carry for 17 yards. He's the leading rusher for the Bills. Kincaid, 15 yards, and the touchdown leads the way. All right, yeah, I think between the two will be good. Oh boy, don't want that ad there though. How do I get rid of that? I guess I have to scroll down. Yep. All right. Kind of scroll down a little more. There we go. We'll see how it goes. And I forgot the poll. All right, we'll get it right now. Just about to kick off. All right, there we go. Poll is up. Vote for the Ravens or Bills. Who you think will win? All right, kick is in the air and returned by the Ravens out near the 30. First and 10 coming up for the Ravens as the offense takes the field for the first time. Yeah, Bateman and Hopkins. Andrews, the tight end. Yeah, Bateman and Hopkins, receivers. I'm assuming Flowers is active. Yep, I see Flowers. I see Bateman. And if he gets there, Hopkins is number 10. All right, handoff to Henry. Right hash or top hash marks. Posts it out. Pushes it out past the 35 to the 37. Well, they'll have a second and less than 5. Let's guess in 4. Let's see what TV has as they go hurry up. 10:57. It is second and 4. Handoff to Henry again. He gets maybe 2. So they'll have a 3rd and 2 already coming up. All right. Oops, sorry. I must have leaned. I hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. Thanks for telling me. Should have been 7. I must have leaned on the wrong button. Sorry about that. 7-0 Bills. No, you didn't. I apologize. 3rd and 3, actually. Pass to the flat. Taken out of bounds near the first down marker. I think they're giving them the first down. Yep, sorry, Father Time. I must have hit the wrong button somehow. I hit 3 instead of 1 on the extra point. So my mistake. Thanks for pointing it out. All right, 9:45 to go. First down, or first down of the game. Hill caught it, number 43, and took it for the first down. Bunch set to the top side or far side. I'll say far side. Back to pass. Lamar throws. Looks like Andrews past the 45. They'll have like a 2nd and 5 coming up. All right, 2nd and 5. They're giving them their own 46. They got to get to the Bills' 49. Handoff to Henry. Busted up the hash marks to maybe the 48. So a gain of 2, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 3. Henry with 1,921 yards last season. Most ever by a player 30-plus years old. Wow. Clock rolling. 8:30 to go. First quarter. 3rd and 3. Big down for the Ravens offense here. They're early going. Don't want to get that hot Buffalo offense back on the field. They fake a handoff. Lamar keeps it. He runs to the outside and gets the first down taken down near the Bills' 40. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. All right. Ravens in their white jerseys. Looks like purple numbers or whatever their purple shade is. And black pants. Of course, black helmets. All right. 1st and 10 from the Bills' 41-yard line. They marked him at. Fake the handoff. Lamar looking. Hits the back out of the flat. It's Henry near the first down and inside the 30 of the Bills. And another first down. 7:25 to go. All right. There it is, the play-by-play. I got to keep clicking on this to get it to catch up, I guess. 13-yard gain, 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line of the Bills for the Ravens. Under center, not the snap, handoff, number 43 for a couple yards. I don't know why the Bills were pointing like he fumbled. I don't know what the call is. 2nd down for the Ravens. Second and 8. Give him a gain of 2. Is that Ricard? I can't remember his name. Or is that the other guy they used to have? I apologize. Oh, Hill. Sorry, Hill. My bad. Hill. Hill is 43. Got to get these skill players down. Apologize. Back to pass. Lamar looking. And he's going to be sacked, and there is a flag on the play. He only lost 1 or 2 yards, but there is a flag at 6:05. Whoops. I should have just let the clock roll down and then fixed it. Holding on the Ravens. Holding on the Bills. That's going to be a Ravens first down, is what I was trying to say. Let's see who got called on. Number 43, Strong. He was guarding Zay Flowers. Yes, I've used the Ravens. Ooh, I don't know about that one. Yeah, I guess. All right, clock rolling after the penalty and the first down. Under 5:50 to go. To fix the clock another way. 4 on the play clock. In shotgun, 2, 1. Snap, back to throw. Looking, blitz is on. Rolls to the right. Near the 38. Throws it into the end zone and overshot Zay Flowers out of bounds at 5:32. Bring it up 2nd and 10. Mac, hello. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, hello, Father Time. Hello, Mac. Thank you for your support. Whoop, I got to pause the clock now and go back up to 5:32. 2nd and 10. And they are at I think they gave him the 22, which I thought they used to be at the 28. I don't know if it was a spot foul. I thought it was holding, though. It wasn't pass interference. 2 seconds, 1 second, snap. Zay Flowers on an end around. Takes it inside the 15, near the first down. They'll have 3rd and 2 coming up. 5:16 to go, first quarter. 3rd and... Oh, they changed it to 3rd and 3. Flowers with 1,000 yards receiving last year. Yes, Flowers with the carry for 7. And we got a flag, or multiple flags on the field. False start against the Ravens. Push them back 5 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. 4:55 to go. Number, what was that? Roger Rosengarten, a tackle. He gave up 4 sacks last year, which is the most on the Ravens, that's pretty good. I mean, to only give up that much. 4:40 to go. First quarter, 3rd and 8 from the Bills 19. Ravens in shotgun, back to pass. Lamar looking. Gonna get sacked he has to take the sack out past the 35-yard line. That's gonna bring up a 4th and long. And we'll see what they do here. On 4th down. Sacks, 0 for each team, the graphic said. Nice job, NBC. Well, it's the first game for everybody, I guess. Yeah, they might mark him at like the 35. Not sure how many yards they lost there. All right, long field goal coming up on 4th and 23. This is 52 yards out. Snap, hold, kick is on the way, and it is good. Just inside the right upright at 338. And the Ravens get on the board in their first drive and pull back within 4 points of the Bills. Doing this on NBC via roof antenna, so shouldn't be behind. There it is. Loop. Loop was the kicker, Moore the center, or more likely the long snapper, and Stout was the holder. All right. Yeah, eventually we'll keep an eye on Sky Aces. I just couldn't anymore with the Sky anymore. I know the WNBA is my bread and butter and where I get my views, but wanted to get some views out there for football. I'm going to always do the Packers game if it's available. Hate to miss the last night of the regular season, especially if it means anything, like if seeding is going to change. But definitely doing the Packer game. Hey, Piggy Wiggly, thank you. Hi, Mr. Simbin. I think these teams meet in They can't. They can meet in the AFC Championship game, not the Super Bowl. That's the game before it. But thanks for checking in, Piggy Wiggly. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Yeah, Allen's the MVP from last season, and Lamar Jackson won the MVP, I think, the year before, if I'm not mistaken. He's won it twice. Saw a graphic that he's the first. I think he's the only with 2 or more MVPs that hasn't made a Super Bowl appearance yet. So one of these two teams is due if they can just overcome the Chiefs. No, there's 2 conferences of 16 teams. Best in NFC versus best in AFC. So the National Football Conference and the American Football Conference, the winners of each conference game meet in the final, the Super Bowl. Jackson was 3 of 4 for 21 yards. All right, kick is in the air. The return by the Bills. Takes them out past the 25, near the 30, past the 30. Pile pushed all the way out to the 35 at 3:29. And Josh Allen takes the field once again. First and 10 for the Bills coming up. No, Cubs and Cardinals, yeah, would have to meet in the National League Championship Series, and the winner of that would go to the World Series. So it'd be like Cubs-Yankees because they're in the AL. All right, 3:29 to go. Thank you for joining me, Piggy Wiggly. I appreciate it. Handoff, Cooks, up the middle. Sorry, Cook. I don't know why I made him plural. It's Cook, right? Near the first down, huge carry up the middle, second and short, probably second and 1. We'll see. After the loop kickoff. Yes, you got it right now, Piggy Wiggly. That's right. 3 minutes remaining, first quarter. It is second and 1 from their own, what do we got? They're in their own territory. Yes, Bills, Eagles is a possibility. Handoff to Cook. He does not get the first down. He got maybe no gain. So it'll be at least 3rd and 1. James Cook on the 2. Yeah, I don't know why I'm calling him plural. Sorry about that. All right, they're going to go hurry up. 3rd and 1, shotgun. Another handoff, and he doesn't get it. They're stuffed. Cook lost yards there, I think. 2:17 in the first. Clock still rolling. It's more than 4th and 1. I assume the punting unit will get on. They're saying Van Noy blew this up, number 53. Or he made the tackle. Yeah, it was 2 linemen that blew it up and stopped the initial rush. All right, it is 4th and 3. Kick coming for the Bills. The punter kicks it. Fair catch signaled. Oh, it hit somebody. This might be a turnover. I don't think they can advance it. You can't advance it for a touchdown, but this might be a turnover in Bills ball. You got to be saying, they're supposed to say, Peter, fire, that the ball is in the air and near. They can't tell if this hit the Raven. No, it didn't. Ooh. Might have hit his elbow or knee. Elbow, then knee. No, just elbow. Wait, what? Oh, I'm sorry. It hit the Bill player on the knee, then the Raven elbow. So it is Raven's ball. It is not a turnover. I didn't get a good look at the first bounce for some reason. Apologies. All right. Ravens ball, 1st and 10, deep in their own territory after the exchange of the kick by the punter there. All right. So let's see. Round before. Bills and Eagles. Yeah. That's a good bet. And we got 9 votes, 56% for the Ravens. Yeah, I don't know what the spread was. I forgot. But hello, N1 Packers fan. Thank you. Yeah, Hamilton and hey, Galchino, welcome. Yeah, I made a mistake. I knew it hit a Raven, but it hit the Bill first. Yeah, good call. Thank you. All right, we got. Just keep putting up the schedule for the next 5 days. Friday's an off day. I'm leaning toward taking 2 straight days off and taking Saturday off as well, but we'll see. I'm not sold yet on sitting through 3.5 hours of college football yet, but we'll see. Looks like they got the ball at their own 15 now. There we go. I agree. Well, no, Bills Chiefs is the AFC Championship. Chiefs Bills. I should get the standings up. That would be helpful. Oh my gosh, how do you find their standings? You have to go to what the NFL site is so terrible. Like, I just want the standings. Oh, why did I do this? I just took everything down. Yeah, I'm going to back up. I'll look for the standings later. Yeah, that was weird. All right. On the fumble? No fumble. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. No fun league. Yep. All right, we are back. First and 10 for the Ravens at their own 15-yard line. Snap, handoff to why am I blanking? Henry. Derrick Henry. Wrong Henry even. For the first down. Sorry. He was on the near hash mark or the left as you're looking out of their end zone. They handed it up the right side, went right through a huge hole. Safety got him on the ankle, and somebody came from behind and dove on his back to bring him down. First and 10 at their own 26. Lamar in shotgun. 1 minute remaining. Back to pass, looking, throws, down the field, caught by Zay Flowers. He dropped it afterwards. That should be a catch and a fumble and recovery, though. Clock rolling at 45 seconds to go. Another first down near midfield. Ooh, what happened here? Oh, they had to fix a cut on Lamar Jackson's throwing hand. He got somebody in the face mask on the Bills and got a cut. All right, they're at their own 46-yard line. Handoff to Henry up the middle. He gets maybe one, close to two. That might take us to the end of the first quarter. I believe it'll be 2nd and 9. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. 7-3 Buffalo. Each team scored on their opening drive. And then the Ravens had to kick it away. Wait, right? I don't know. I'm blanking already. How am I? No, I'm sorry. Then the Bills punted it away. I'm sorry. Got crossed up on that near turnover. All right, I got to reset the clock because I will forget. There we go. All right, 2nd and 9. Ravens will be going, Ravens will be going left to right next quarter. They switch near midfield. They'll have a. Oh, they gave him 2 yards. All right, I'll put 2nd and 8 then. There we go. Bubba, welcome. Thank you. All right. Bears and Bears. Well, I hope the Bears win tomorrow against the Vikings. Second favorite team in the league is whoever the Vikings are scheduled to play. Pretty much in any and all circumstances, too. Week 1? Yeah. Forfeit before going. Yeah. Vikings are annoying. Yep, for sure. 20-0 for the Bears. All right, Bubba. Somebody's on the copium or hopium. Yeah. Oh, for Lamar, they said they just had to, sanitize his cut and then they glued it shut. That was rough. That was a rough season. I was so happy when that pick or that pick happened in overtime. That the fact that he blew it, that the game went to overtime. That was brutal. Ah, yes. Sorry, I should have brought up the standings. I'll try to remember that next time. Bubba. All right, we're back to the game. Thanks, everybody. All right, 2nd and 8 from their own 46. Looks like 46 and a half, maybe 47. Yeah, snap, back to throw. Jackson dumps it to the back. Or no, that's Bateman, who gets past the midfield marker into Bill's territory, but we'll have a 3rd down coming up. How many, as the Bills defense is being put on the screen, it's got to be at least 3rd and 3, I think. All right. It is 3rd and 3. They're at about the 48, need to get to the 44, or no, they're at, yeah, this is like 3.5. This is closer to 4. They're near, almost just inside the 48. Handoff, no, faked. Jackson on the keeper down the sideline with a 1st down and out of bounds near the 30 with 14-12 to go. 2nd quarter. Nice fake and keeper by Jackson to pick up the 1st down. He faked it to Hill up the middle, and then he rolled around and went to the left side. He faked out. Who is that? Oh, Bosa, number 97, didn't cover the edge. He bought the fake, or didn't set the edge. All right, 1st and 10, just outside the 30-yard line, but they got to get to the 20 for a 1st down. Hand off to Henry. It's a toss. Oh, right up the gut, inside the 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Wow, that was fast. Derrick Henry quickly finds the end zone, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Wow, he just exploded on that run. They were on the left hash mark in a I formation, so 2 people lined up straight in the backfield. Great block by that tight end, 84, and he stiff-armed the safety, and nobody else touched him. It was just that quick. And the Ravens take the lead and can go up by 3 pending this extra point here. All right, here's the snap. The kick is in the air, and it's good. And I tried not to hit number 3 or 3 points for an extra point and give them a bonus safety like I did for the Bills. All right, we'll have a kickoff coming up after another commercial break. Thanks, everybody who's chatting and watching along. I appreciate it. Chiefs over Bucks. Yeah, chefs. That's a great Snickers commercial. Oh, yeah. The Vikings versus Saints. Yeah. The pick. But did that send it to overtime? I don't remember. Like, they had a long field goal. Everybody blames Favre. Everybody forgot they took a false start or a delay a game or a 5-yard penalty that would have backed it up. It's like getting Bateman when you want Batman. Favre should have run. Yeah, or just chucked it out of bounds. But yeah, Henry with the TD, fantasy points, Ravens come alive. You rooting for the Ravens, gal? As a Commanders fan, I don't know how you feel about the team closest to you in the other conference. Violet is dating Baltimore's. Oh, yeah, Raven. Gotcha. There you go. It's okay, Piggy Wiggly. I knew what you meant. Yeah, I guess I should queue up the standings. I'll be darned if I can even find it on the NFL website, though. I think I'll just go to ESPN and save my troubles here. There we go. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Thanks, N1. I got your text. Yeah. So that pick sent it to overtime, right? Like, didn't the Saints have to get a field goal just to send it to overtime? I don't remember. Yeah. Standings already. Well, I was trying to show Pinky who was in what conference, so she knew. I'm sorry, Piggy. Sorry, Pinky's another person. Yeah, the Bills. No. Crap. I need to get back. We'll look for the standings later. Oh, nice. Now I can't even get back. My browser's frozen. There we go. All right, get that garbage out of there. Oh, we'll go like there. All right, kick is in the air. Returned from about the 5 to the far side, near the hash mark, short of the 25. First and 10, Bills, 13:29 to go. As we're getting a replay of the touchdown. Yeah, tremendous blocking by the Ravens, especially the tight end there, that number 84 that lined up. And just stiff arm to the one safety that had a shot at bringing Henry down there. All right, shotgun, immediate throw to the right side and drop by number 0 on the Bills at 13:25. Brings up 2nd and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With that touchdown, Derrick Henry has 107 rushing touchdowns, good for 6th place. He just passed Jim Brown. Emmitt Smith leads with 164. All right, 2nd and 10. Pinky is okay. I meant Piggy. Shotgun back to the pass. Allen, right side, caught. Number 5, that's, can't see the name. Apologies. Palmer. So we're going to have a 3rd and long. It's got to be over 5 yards here. What are they going to call it? 3rd and 6? I'm going to guess Joshua Palmer. 1 touchdown last year with the Chargers. Career low. All right, it is 3rd and 6. All right, I was guessing there. Under 13 to go, 2nd quarter. There's 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Actually, 2 on each side, a back to his left, and shotgun. Another short pass, Kincaid, I believe. And he got hit at the line of scrimmage and fumbled. It may have gone out of bounds, or are they going to say Ravens ball? No, that's Ravens ball. At 12:39. No. What are they calling? 4th down. Interesting. Let me listen in. Hamilton, the safety, number 14, made the hit, caused jarring the ball loose from Kincaid. I thought this ball, they didn't even show the whole replay. 12:16 to go, 4th and 6. The punter kicks it away for the Bills. Taken at the 25, return to the near side, stops, goes back out to the hash mark and gets tackled. Short return, 12:03 to go. And Baltimore has possession, 1st and 10 at in their own territory. I got to get the yard marker 1 second. All right, fumbles, ball out of bounds. That's what I thought, but the Ravens threw me off. They were celebrating like they had the ball, but maybe they were just celebrating the 3rd down stop. That's why I hesitated. Yeah, the punter Robbins kicked it 48 yards, Baltimore 25. Wester, the return to the 31 for 6 yards, 1st and 10. NPB, no. Oh, thanks, Piggy Wiggly. Thanks for checking in. Yep, she's an NPB fan. And a baseball fan, at least of the Cubs because of their player. Shotgun back to pass. Lamar completes it to Bateman past the 35 to about the 37. Whoa! Benford just gave a shove to the face. I thought maybe it was a punch, but I don't think it was because no flags. Second down, I'm going to say about 4. Let's see what they call on NBC here. Oh, 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. I should just check the play-by-play. It's better. I don't even know where I would get NPB. I think actually Prime has some, but no, I'm good. Thanks, Bubba. All right, shotgun. Hand off to Henry. Pushes through the pile into the 50, 45-40, 35-30 down the right sideline. Knocked out tackled down at about the 14. Another huge run by Derrick Henry. Bills fans not looking happy. Wow, they are getting blocked up front, and there's just these giant holes, and he's able to slip through, and somebody makes a diving tackle, and they miss, and he's off to the races. Who chased him down? Strong, number 43. They marked him at the 15. Total yards, Henry has 114. The Bills have 56 because they had that great return to set up their touchdown on the opening kickoff. Carry by 26 to the 5, bringing up 2nd and 5 for the Bills. He's such a big guy, and then he just surprises you with his speed burst. It's insane. He gets out of there so quick. You think, oh, okay, regular run. Nope, he's gone. Who is 26? I got to get that name. Ali? A-L-I. Oh, give him 4. Oh, they said 4. NBC agrees it's 2nd and 5. All right, they got to get to the 5. Handoff, 8. Oh, I'm sorry, Jackson, just a keeper touchdown. Wow, that was quick too. 9:47 to go. I got fooled. I thought they had handed it off. Touchdown, Ravens. Wow. Well, I was hoping for a close game, but Bills could be in for a long night here. If they don't have any answer to stop Derrick Henry. He faked the handoff to number 43, and I thought it was an end around by a receiver, and then I'm like, no, that's 8. That's Jackson. Just walked it in untouched. Everybody went right, and it was a keeper. He just ran it to the left side for the touchdown. Snap, hold, kick is up and good. 17-7. All Ravens after the opening drive. Touchdown, for a 50-yard drive by the Bills after a great opening kickoff return. That's it for the Bills. It's all Ravens since then. And we'll have another kickoff after another commercial break. All right. Just a reminder, we will have Vikings Bears 7:15. I'll go live like 7:10, a little bit early. 60% for the Ravens. 6-4 is the vote. Ravens in the poll. Saying bless you to Sinbin admin. Oh, gotcha. That stinks. Yeah. Yeah, no. I have no doubt they have a good offense. The problem is their defense. Are they going to stop Derrick Henry? They just had no answer for him. Actually, yeah, let's check the box score. Henry has 101 yards. And we're not even halfway through the second quarter. 49 was the long, 1 touchdown. Lamar has 3 carries for 40 and a touchdown. That is insane numbers on the ground. Hopefully you guys can see that. Doesn't look too bad. I suppose I could try the ESPN play-by-play, but I don't know. I just don't think it looks as good as the NFL. I think it's even harder to read. Plus, they have ads then. Yeah, I think the NFL uses a darker font, so we'll just keep the box score on ESPN and the play-by-play on NFL.com, I think. There we go. We got the offense on the screen, but all right. Anything going on? Oh, 14-6 Aces in Las Vegas over the Sky. 6:16 to go in the first. Angel Reese not playing the first quarter because of comments about the team. Bills have, I could go for 300, 500 rushing for Derrick Henry. I hear you. 13:01 time of possession. Baltimore 7-12 for the Bills. All right, kick is taken at the 1 on a bounce. Return near side, past the 25-30, out near the 32-yard line. 9:41 to go. Second quarter. 1st and 10 for Josh Allen and the Bills offense coming up here. No, Bubba, you're fine. It's very quiet. The first game, I don't know. I don't think the first game didn't do much better than some of my preseason games. Maybe all 3 of them did better, but we'll see. I'm not complaining. You can chat away. Gets lonely. All right, toss right side, carried out past the 35 at the 36, bringing up 2nd and 4 for the Bills. Let's see. Come on, play-by-play. Refresh. I could see who got that. Who got that carry? Why isn't this updating? All right, well, we'll get back. It is actually 2nd and 3. I guess they gave him a gain of 7. So from their own 37. Oh, handoff to the upback or the receiver, 18 around the end, and for the first down for the Bills. Who is that? I don't know. I'm blanking on Bills receivers. So that was Ty Johnson on the carry for 7, and we're waiting. Joe Brady is in his 2nd season as Bills offensive coordinator. Yeah, no, I know. There's a lot of competition for NFL. I'm not, I knew it was going to probably be this way. I can't complain. But this is what I'm watching anyways. So next Sunday, I don't know. Since the Packers play on Thursday, I may go with WNBA. We'll see. Shotgun, back to pass. Oh, is that a fumble or incomplete pass? It got batted down by the lineman, apparently, for incomplete at 8:10. I thought he was going to hit the back out of the backfield, but he did not. Okay, Moore had that last carry for 8 yards to the 45. That's funny, Bubba. All right. Yeah, if I knew how to do a double stream or have a guest, I would, but I have no idea how to do it. I don't know if I have. That sounds like a StreamYard thing, and I'm using free OBS. Ooh, they barely got the snap off. I thought the clock hit 0. Right side in the flat. I think Cook took it right back to the line of scrimmage, so we got 3rd and 10 coming up. Not much there for Cook. 7:53 in the second quarter. Yeah, they had a spy on Allen, I think. And then they got it to Cook, and then number 3 on the tackle after the pass. Was that a Woozy and Owe? Is that what it says? Is that the tacklers probably? Yeah. All right, shotgun, back to pass. 3rd and 9. Allen scrambling left side. Throws it. Was it caught? Was he inbounds? Nope. Incomplete. 7:23. Nope. The clock's rolling. It stopped for a second. I don't know about this one. Yeah, he got his elbow down. I think that's a catch. Coleman, number 0. Yeah, I forgot about Coleman. Well, they're going to quick snap it so they don't get a penalty. Knox to the right side for another first down. Pushed out of bounds by Roquan Smith, I believe, at 7:02. Clock rolling, 6:56. So 1st and 10, back-to-back plays for the Bills. All right, let's get a close game going. That'll help. 154-45. Baltimore leads in rushing yards. Wow. Now 50. Oh, passing yards. 50, yeah, total yards 189, 101 Baltimore. I didn't get the passing yards. All right, 1st and 10 at the Ravens 25 for the Bills. Under center, Allen tossed to Cook. Right side for 5 yards. Now make it down to the 17 for 7 yards, bringing up 2nd and 3. Sure. Yeah. I know I could do it in StreamYard. I don't know. I don't even know if it's possible in OBS. And I'm not going to get a StreamYard subscription anytime soon. But I'll look into it. Thank you for the offer. I appreciate it. 5:50 to go, second quarter. Handoff. Cook again up the middle. No, they're going to mark it as no gain, so we'll have 3rd and 3. I thought maybe he got a half a yard. But the far side judge immediately was signaling no gain. I don't think I'll be able to wear a hoodie later in the week. We'll see. Just knock the NFL football out of place. Let's try to get that back. That's close enough. Trying to get the Packer one. Yeah, it's blocked by the whatever. All right. Here's the snap. Handoff to Tennant. That's Shakir, isn't it? Inside for the first down. I mean, it was between the hash marks and the numbers, but he carried it for the first down. 4:58 to go. Yeah, it was a little quick toss to Shakir, and he took care of it and got the first down. They were faking the run to the other way. Good block, I think, by the right tackle to spring him. Or that could have been ugly and a loss. All right, 1st and 10. Nice long drive with the Bills' offense and defense needed. 1st and 10 at the Ravens 12. Shotgun back, looking, throws, end zone, out of the end zone, incomplete. Maybe hoping for DPI against Coleman, but I think he just felt the rush maybe and threw it away. 4:24 to go, 2nd and 10. All right. 9 of 13, 62 yards, it says, for Allen. And a touchdown. Oh, 9 of 13. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10, in shotgun. Motions Cook out a little bit. Now he brings him back. Handoff to Cook up the left hash mark or near hash mark. Inside the 10, but they got 3rd and long now. Give him a gain of maybe 3, I think. I got to speed up the clock a little. 3rd and 8, 4:04. 3rd and 8 coming up. 3:55, second quarter. From the near hash mark or the left hash mark as you look towards the upright. 3 receivers to his right and a back to his right. Coleman to the near side. Shotgun, back to pass, looking left, throws over the middle to the back. No, it's Shakir. Near the 7, gets pushed out of bounds. So that's going to be 4th and about 5, I believe, coming up. Short gain. Now what do? I guess you take the field goal. But, man, I don't know. Your defense needs to play better. Yeah, Shakir just had nowhere to go. Buchanan got to him, and then the rest of the defense came to help and push him out of bounds. All right, 25-yard field goal coming up on 4th and 5, near hash mark. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, down the middle, and good. With 2:50 remaining, second quarter. Bills pull back within 7 points, a one-score game, 17-10. Baltimore leads on the road. I have no idea who was favored in this game. I figure the Bills at home, but I don't know. All right, thanks everybody who has, lost a football. Oh, thanks everybody who's already liked and subscribed and is a returning viewer. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you're new, welcome. Hope you're enjoying the live stream, and if so, please hit like, please hit subscribe. Doing one or both will help with getting us recommended to other potential viewers by YouTube and help me grow the channel, and I thank you for your support. Let me make sure that's muted. It is. We got 11 likes. Do appreciate the help. Just want to take a quick gander at the YouTube homepage. I'm hoping I'm on the live page. Maybe that'll help things as well. I was for the early game. Yep, there I am. Yeah, there's tons of people doing this game. Can I do just football? Yeah, let's see. Got about... Somebody has a Chiefs logo for their Chiefs Chargers logo. They must have reused it. And it says basketball here. Oh, no, that's the name of the channel. Okay, that's weird. I'm just checking in. 1, 2, 3, 4 with me. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's about 8 people doing this live. All right, just wanted to check in real quick. And don't forget, we will be back here tomorrow night, about 7:10 Central, so less than 24 hours now, for the Minnesota Vikings at Chicago Bears. Oh, yeah. I think that wasn't that Brick? I think 2 people were doing it. I think it was Brick and maybe Fish. I'm pretty sure Brick was one. Yeah, and I can't do that myself. Plus, I don't think you can provide links. You just got to say, yeah. Cue the music, Bear. Oh, boo. Again, only rooting for them because they are the Vikings' opponent. And I can't stand the Vikings. Worst franchise in sports history, or most annoying, or... All right, we're ready. It's teed up. Kick is in the air, high and deep, taken at the 5, returned up the near numbers. Past the 30, 35, 40, 45, and down. It's Ali, number 26, ALI. With a huge 40-yard kick return, I believe. And I got to get the update on the clock. 2:50 to go. No, it's not 2:50. All right, I'll just wait for NBC. All right. So it is Ravens ball. 7-point lead and the possession. Under 2:50 to go. 2:43 to be exact. All right. Lamar in shotgun. Handoff. Derrick Henry up the middle. 50, 45, 40. Down near the 35-yard line. They just have nothing. They can't even slow him down. It's just, he's just gone. He hits the hole and he's gone every time. 1st and 10 at the Bills' 37 already. Technically pretty much field goal range from here. Be a 55-yarder if they have to. Play clock at 12. They don't need to snap it if they don't want to before the 2-minute warning. That was a 17-yard run. Another handoff up the middle for Henry. He plunges down to the 32. Takes us to the 2-minute warning at 1:58. So second down coming up. We'll see how many yards. Guessing a gain of 8. Let's see what the play-by-play has. Wow. Not recently. I used to be indifferent. Bears, it's been more indifference. I mean, I absolutely hated them in 1985. That team was obnoxious. 2000, what was it, 6? I knew they were the best team in the NFC, but I felt like it was a down year for the NFC, and they were carried by their special teams and defense and Rex Grossman. And I kind of figured if they make the Super Bowl, they're just going to lose to whoever makes it out of the AFC. I don't know. So I never thought the rivalry would get this one-sided. Yeah, because the Vikings are tough. The Lions are tough. I maybe indifference too strong a word. I was just trying to point it out that I've never really hated the Bears. It was just 2000. It was just 1985. That team was absolutely obnoxious, and that was at the height of just maybe just the beginnings of Ditka versus Greg, and it got ugly, obviously, in later years, and it was embarrassing for the Packers just how the defense especially played under Greg. That's why that hit on McMahon by Charles Martin, rest in peace. Yeah, that was a heck of an opening kickoff return. Is that the only one? It's got to be, right? Yeah, 1:58 to go. Okay, they're calling it 2nd and 5. I don't know where I got 2. I think Henry bounced. So that's good to have a backup here. I can just check ESPN.com. Henry with 9 carries for 123 yards. That's insane. Yeah, Hester was special. He caused a lot of special teams headaches. Yeah, that's what I thought. Have we had another kick? Oh, no, that's right. That was the only opening kickoff, right? Because, yeah. You're right. Have we had an opening kickoff return since then? No. Right. I mean, Desmond Howard had a kickoff return. I knew a punt return. That might be what I'm thinking of. I don't think we've had a punt return unless it happened in recent years. Shotgun, Lamar back to pass, throws, tipped at the line. Wow, a lineman actually almost caught it, but the clock is stopped at 1:53. We got a 3rd and 5 coming up. Huge down for the Bills. Yeah, but Desmond Howard. Have we had we haven't had a punt return, or did that finally get broken in the last few years? I don't remember. All right, come on, NFL.com. Update. Nope, gotta go there, I guess. There it is. All right, 3rd and 5 for the Ravens at 1:53. And timeout, Ravens. Play clock was going down, I guess, or they just wanted to talk things over. 17-10 they lead. 3rd and 5 in Bills territory. At the Bills 32. So they are in field goal range as long as Lamar doesn't get sacked. Hamlin had 2 picks last year, tied for the team lead. Oh, yeah, you're right. Ravens and Giants. Yeah, that was like the only highlight, and it immediately got, for the Giants, and it immediately got wiped out. Yeah, that's what I thought. I probably was thinking about punt returns when I misspoke. All right. 3rd and 5. 32-yard line of the Bills. In shotgun, a back to his left. Snap, back to throw, looking, throws over the middle. 2 receivers there. It was Andrews and Flowers, and I think Zay Flowers caught it. Or are they saying it incomplete? I think it's incomplete. 146. I was just so shocked to see They almost ran into each other. Andrews almost knocked it away from him. Oh, the ball just barely turned for Flowers. Like, Andrews was like defending the play. Yeah, Flowers had it, and if the ball hadn't turned when it hit the ground, I think that would have been a no, that is a catch. Wow, that's a catch. Okay. Why did the Bills just use a timeout? They trying to give the eye in the sky a chance to look at it, probably. Yeah, I'm a little surprised. I can't believe that was not like even looked at. Are they not even looking? That I don't know about that being a catch, but all right. 1st and 10 at the 17. You know, Bills just trying to preserve some clock before the second half. And the Ravens get the ball and start the second half. Oh, fumble. Way back. This is going to be a huge loss by Hill. He gets taken down at the 32. It was a toss play. And he lost a lot of yards trying to it was going to be a loss. That play was blown up from the start, and then he just fumbled it without. Oh no, it was touched by Bosa. Who was that? Joey Bosa, and he fortunately got the ball back, but he lost a lot of yards. You know what he should have done is just thrown it away, like a quarterback. So this is a 2nd and long. That was a huge loss. 15-yard loss. Holy cow. Who took a time? It looks like the Bills took their second timeout. All right, they have 1 left. Ravens have 2. All right, commercial break. Okay, we're like ready to snap the ball anytime NBC wants to go full screen again. 1:38 to go. There we finally go. 2nd and 25. Now what do you do if you're the Ravens? In shotgun. Flowers in motion. They toss it to Flowers. He tries to cut it back, and he just dives right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. 1:30 to go, and I think the Bills just used their last timeout of the first half. And it's should be a 3rd and 25 coming up. Yeah, Bills out of timeouts. All right. And this is a Jordy Nelson jersey. I don't have a Dobbs. Only current player I have right now is Love. Figured I'd do white. You know, neither of these teams have any green, and instead of going with green, switch it up. All right, Todd Monken, the Ravens offensive coordinator. We got third. They did give him a gain of 1. 3rd and 24. Ravens in shotgun. Another handoff. No, Lamar kept it. Lamar going nowhere. He's taken down near the 32-yard line for no gain. Some extra shoving here after the whistle, though. Clock rolling at 1:15. So 4th and 24, I believe, coming up. Wow. Joey Bosa poking that ball free, backed up. Now that 15-yard loss. I don't know. Lamar tried to cut it away from Bosa and just ended up getting no gain. I think maybe he was just trying to center it up for the kicker. I don't know. Maybe the kicker preferred the right hash mark. This is Loop, number 33 for the Ravens. Clock still rolling. 49-yard field goal attempt coming up. 40 seconds remaining. Second quarter. 4 on the play clock. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is right down the middle. Would have been good from a lot longer than that. With 31 seconds to go, the Bills get a hold, but now they trail by 10. The Bills defense gets a hold, and they trail by 10, 20-10. Here late in the first quarter, or first half, second quarter. My apologies. Kickoff coming up. Forgot to get extra water at the quarter break as well. Oh, get a Parsons. Yeah, yeah. I might. I'm not going to pay full price, though. And I have to try on my kids' XLs and see if I can still fit into them. Yeah. Hey, by the way, speaking of the K-balls, did you realize that at the end of the first half in the Brazil game, the Chiefs were out of timeouts, and with the clock rolling, they actually just kicked a normal ball. They didn't have enough time. That was a 59-yarder, I think, by Harrison Butker, and to end the half, and then he missed one wide right. Wow. I heard that Eisen said something about him being wide right. Yeah, I know those K balls are crazy. So I guess the old rule was you had, I don't know, I don't think no more than 3 hours to work on the balls before the game, I assume. And now it seems like it's unlimited, or maybe you get 24 hours. I'm not sure. They kind of just lifted the restrictions on working on the K balls. So figured something had to be up in the preseason. Not that these kickers aren't awesome and they're getting better, but and on that note, I'm sure glad the Packers still have Brandon McManus. All right. Oh, let's check a look at the box score. Jackson, 8 of 10, 67 yards, a 15-yard sack. Henry, 9 for 23, a touchdown, 49 long. Jackson, 4 for 38, touchdown, 17 yard. Of course, I think that might have been the touchdown, the long carry. Flowers, 3 for 36, leading receiver, 20 long. Josh Allen, 10 of 14, 65 yards and a touchdown, no sacks. Cook, only 7 carries for 19 yards, 2 for 24 for Johnson, number 26. Knox, leading receiver, 2 for 20. All right, kick is in the air. The return up the near sideline to the 25, taken down at about the 28 with 25 seconds to go in the first half. Bills ball. Let's see what they do with it with no timeouts in their own territory. Not sure if we'll do anything other than kneel down with only 25 seconds, but they're calling a play. They didn't immediately. Yeah, I guess you got to see what you get on first and second down before you decide to kneel. All right, they give them their own 27 in shotgun. Motions Kincaid, snap, back to throw, looking, steps up, rolls to the left, avoiding a sack, throws it downfield, inside Ravens territory. That's a catch. They got to hurry the heck up, though, and clock this. And it's at the 47, and they clock it with 7 seconds remaining, second quarter. Great. I'm guessing that Allen just took a huge hit after that throw, too. Somebody was rolling to him and with a full head of steam. The Ravens rushed 4. Oh, it was Van Noy. No, he let up. Wasn't close enough. Was that Shakir on the catch? Yeah, Shakir for 26 yards, just over the middle. Came back to the ball and made a great catch. Are they reviewing, though? No, yeah, he got it. I don't think there was any doubt. All right. 7 seconds to go. Baltimore just used a timeout to help their defense get set up. Clock. 2nd and 10 after the QB spike. Sorry about that. Wait. Come on. All right, 2nd and 10 from their own 47. Forgot who they're. Oh, that's right. Bass is hurt. Matt Prater, career long is 64. That happened in 2013 with the Broncos, though. Number 15, Prater. I forgot Bass was hurt. I don't know how long he's out, though. All right. Oh, yeah, Bubba, you were talking about that kick. I gotcha. All right. 2nd and 10, shotgun, back to pass. They've dropped everybody. Throws left side, caught, near out of bounds, but that's it. No time on the clock. Even if he caught it, the half is over. I don't know. We'll see for statistic numbers. We'll see. I don't know. Allen thinks there's 1 second. Of course, the Ravens are immediately heading to the locker room. Lamar's gone. So are some of the offensive team. Oh, he just said, hold on, Baltimore. Hold on, please. Yeah, I think there's 1 second on the clock. I think he was out of bounds. We'll see. All right, we have 1 second on the clock. His butt touchdown, out of bounds. Sure looks like it. Yeah, it was maybe 9/10 of a second, but it hadn't gone down to 0 yet. All right, I can't get 1 second. All right, so they do get the kicking unit on. It's Prater for 43. Wow, what a catch by Knox to set this up. The snap, the hold, the kick is down the middle and good. The Bills pull back within 1 possession, a touchdown. They're down only 20-13 at halftime. Wow. And I believe the Ravens get the ball in the second half. So we will mark it that way, get it to halftime. I'll get the clock going so we know approximately when the second half starts. Yep, Ravens are getting the ball in the second half. There we go. All right, I'll get that up on the screen. All right, I'm going to take a quick break and get back. I'll put the box score up on ESPN so you can see. Let me put what's coming up this week, and I'll be right back. Thanks, everybody. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. If so, click like, click subscribe. Doing one or both helps with YouTube recommending us to other potential viewers and helps me grow the channel. Can't thank you enough for all your support. Thanks, Bubba. Yeah, so yeah, that K-ball thing. Get a import. No, I don't like the knockoffs. Persons. That's a good joke. I hear you. All right, I'll be right back. Yeah, you know what? It'll be a quick break. I'm not gonna cue up the music. I'll be right back. Thanks, guys. Okay, we are back. I'll take a look at the box score, read off the numbers for you. You can take a look at the earlier game scores as well. All right, 1 second. Got to close out an error. There we go. All right, no drop frames. My YouTube Studio says the signal's good, not excellent, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. Guess I could take a chance and increase the bit rate slightly to improve it, maybe. If my internet can handle it. Hey, we got another vote. 11 votes, 64% for the Ravens. All right. Seth Messersmith. Ravens are playing well. Yes, they are. Derrick Henry, untouchable. It's just been amazing to watch him go to work here. Bills, in these field goals, they need to score touchdowns in the second half if they have any hope of getting back into this game. Got very fortunate to pick up 3 there late in the game. All right. I don't know what YouTube Studio's doing. I think I will increase my bit rate slightly. Try and get rid of these errors. So far, so good. All right, let's go to 3,100 kilobits per second instead of 3,050 or 3,050. All right. Let me, I got to reselect in YouTube Studio. Let's close the error. What do they want me to do? Yeah, I can't stream at 6,800 kilobits per second, YouTube. My internet won't handle it. I guess I can try to increase it one more time, see if that fits. Yeah, I hear you, Seth. Yeah, the Orioles haven't been much, I guess, of late. Wait a minute. What's going on here? It's like an optical illusion. What's going... Okay, some depth perspective here. Yeah, the helmet's good. Thanks, Seth. I appreciate it. Yeah, Ravens look good. No doubt about it. Wow, first game with 4+ touchdown passes and no interceptions from Rodgers since 2021. Yeah, it's the last time he was good. He looked a little bit like his old self, I guess. I wish they would have traded him after 2021. 2022 season was such a waste with the rookie receivers. All right, now my stream is excellent, so I'm not in YouTube Studio, so I'm not going to mess with the bit rate. I can't do much more with my internet. All right, there we go. Yeah, speaking of which, Jackson looking good. 8 of 10 for 67 yards. Took 1 sack. Henry, 9 for 123. 49-yard long, but he's had some other big runs besides that one. I don't think he's had anything go short. Jackson, 4 for 38, each of them with a touchdown. Receiving, Zay Flowers now 3 for 36 and 20 yards. Yeah, that was pretty lucky. I don't know. Again, I was just saying, if the Bills hope to win, they got to get touchdowns. They can't take field goals anymore tonight. Their defense is going to need some help. And plus, Baltimore, this isn't a double. Yeah, the Ravens can push it down their throat and take a 2-touchdown lead and maybe take up a lot of the third quarter. We'll see. But yeah, I hear you. Seattle plays Pittsburgh next week. Oh, yeah, for Rodgers. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I got to take a look. I don't know what I'm doing next Sunday yet. Might be a little bit of WNBA and NFL next Sunday, since the WNBA has the playoffs starting soon. 60,000 career passing yards for Stafford. He's the 10th player in NFL history to do so. Yeah, big case could have been made for him to win it last year as well. I hear you. That was a tough call. If Allen, they may have flip-flopped the years they won it between Lamar and Josh Allen. Speaking of Allen, 12 of 17, 113 yards and a touchdown. They cannot get much going on the ground. They have 54 yards rushing. 2 for 24, Ty Johnson. James Cook, 7 for 19. Kincaid, 3 for 37, plus the touchdown. Shakir, 3 for 35. Oh, I guess that was a touch pass. I thought Shakir had a carry as well, but not according to ESPN. Kincaid fumbled. They didn't lose it. Justice Hill fumbled, and he recovered it. Yeah, those are the two fumbles. So no interceptions by either quarterback tonight. Wouldn't expect it either. Got one sack, Ed Oliver on Buffalo. And yeah, no sacks for Baltimore. But they do have 2 tackle for losses. So do the Bills. Terrell Bernard, 1, and Ed Oliver has the other one. Oh, yeah, Codrington. I remember him from Tecmo Super Bowl. Yeah, that's true, too. Yeah, I thought the Jets looked pretty good, or at least Justin Fields looked good. Yeah, you know what? I stopped listening to Rodgers altogether, including pressers, anything about the game when he had COVID. When he missed that Chiefs game, which would cost them dearly, and Love got blitzed and LaFleur didn't, in his first start, and LaFleur didn't adjust properly. And then he had the COVID toe issue. I mean, that's like the only thing I remember after him getting COVID is the COVID toe, because I didn't listen to a word he had to say since then. I was done with him then. Thought they should have traded him at the end of the year. It would have been a much better offer. I mean, I'm glad they got what they got from the Jets, but it would have been a much better offer from I think it was Denver, either at the draft or in the offseason. But I hear you. Yeah, kick returns. We had a 41-yarder, a 31-yarder for the Bills, and a 41-yarder for Baltimore. That 41-yarder, I think, by Codrington set up the only touchdown that the Bills had, because they only had to go 50 yards on that drive. Where are the punters' numbers? Maybe they don't. Oh, here we go. Baltimore hasn't even punted. And Brad Robbins is averaging 48, 1 inside the 20. Field goals have been 100% tonight. 52 long by Tyler Loop, 43 for Prater at the end of the half. Wait, what does that mean? I don't know what their points here are. Is that for fantasy? I don't know. All right. Let's put that there. There. Yep, almost losing to the Jets. Yeah, that was a tight game. Yeah, no, I think it is his last year. I thought he said it was going to be, but you never know with him. All right, we got to reset for the second half here. 9th straight game with 150-plus yards rushing, including postseason. Ties longest streak in last 50 seasons in the NFL. Wow. All right, just about set for the third quarter. We'll take down this stuff and get ready for the second half. Kickoff should be less than a minute away. let's see, we'll call it video review, although I'll probably have to do like coaches challenge. Yeah, count up. Let me make sure. All right, there we go. All right. Yeah. Yes, and yes. I hear you. All right. I think it's Prater. Bass is injured. I don't know how long Bass is injured for, the normal Buffalo kicker. All right. Whoops. Started the clock early. Kick is kneeled down in the end zone, of course, for a touchback. And, I guess I didn't start the clock. All right. There we go. Interview with Jim Harbaugh, Baltimore's coach. All right, 1st and 10 for Lamar at their own 35-yard line as we get set for the second half here. Highest odds, you mean? I mean, I would understand that. Or best odds. All right, don't know what the delay is. This is very slow to get the second half underway here. I don't know what's going on. All right, play clock down to 20. Finally out of the huddle, set at the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10, their own 35. Handoff, Derrick Henry, left side by the numbers. Gets maybe 4. Nope, they're going to give him like 2.5. So I'll call it 2nd and 7 coming up. 14:42 to go, third quarter. Oh, that's right. I got to do it the other way to try and... Yeah, my clock's a little slow. Well, I'll fix it eventually. All right, Henry, 10 carries, 126 yards, and a touchdown. Shotgun, 2nd and 7. Flowers in motion, back to pass. Lamar steps up in the pocket and gets taken down after a gain of maybe half a yard to bring up 3rd and a long 6, I think. We'll see what the NFL rules it as. Definitely not a sack. He definitely crossed the line of scrimmage. See what they call here. NBC showing the replay. Just got tripped up by Ed Oliver, and then somebody else finished off the tackle. Shotgun, back to pass, 3rd and 7. Throws downfield, caught. Flowers inside the 40, 35, 30, 25, taken down near the 20. That's what I was afraid of. 13:28 to go between, they keep getting lulled to sleep by Henry having a monster day, and then they just pop you deep. Yeah, I just don't want it to be a blowout, but we'll see. Bills, man, Flowers was wide open. Like Bernard was late or something, or maybe it was a busted coverage. He did a little hesitation step in there, and he just has a burst. 1st and 10 at the Bills' 23. Shotgun, fake the handoff to Flowers again inside the 20. 15, 10, 5, walks into the end zone, touchdown. Too easy. 12:48. Immediate strike to the opening drive of the second half. That's what I had a feeling. These field goals are going to... the Bills, obviously, they had to kick a field goal end of the half, but they need to get touchdowns, and they need to start holding the Ravens to field goals or less. Good play action to, fake the run to the right, and then Flowers just got the ball and did the rest. Threw it behind the line of scrimmage. Good blocking. And 12:48 to go. Extra point coming up. Here's the snap, the hold. The kick is up and good. 27-13. 2-score game still, but for how long? Bills desperately need a touchdown. They cannot settle for field goals anymore. The only good thing about that drive is how quick it was if you're a Bills fan. I just meant that for the Bills defense, that was way too quick to score, Well, they just did, Seth. I just saw this now. Well, if Zay Flowers is too fast, maybe that's what I meant. 23 yards on that touchdown. I mean, nobody was even close to him. Oh, do they have, oh, what is this up here? I have no idea. All right. Yeah, I don't need their tab for that. We'll just go like that. All right. Buffalo has a lot of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different receivers have caught a pass. 8 have been targeted. Yeah, I guess we can go like that and put the whole team up there. In Las Vegas at the half, Aces 43, Sky 30. Yep, that's why I was doing this game. Did not want to suffer through that game. I knew would be a nightmare. Can Angel Reese step onto the court in the second half and lead them back after 1 game suspension for her 8th tech and a half of a game suspension by the team for comments about her teammates, or maybe not the teammates, but by the Chicago Sky organization. Not like she's wrong. They are terribly run. They need that practice facility stat. They need an investor with more money to pour some money into that team. There, we're up to 13 votes, 62% Ravens fan, or 62% of the vote for the Ravens. Oh, yeah, Loop is the kicker. That's right, on the extra point. All right, we got a kickoff coming up here. I need to raise this up, raise that up. There we go. All right, Joe Andreessen, special teamer. Number 44 being highlighted. All right, here's the kick. Into the air, down. Oh, penalty because it didn't get inside the landing zone. Terrible kick, short by Loop. So, yeah, illegal procedure. You know, when a touchback is at the 35 and now you kick it out of bounds, it's still a 40. I don't know. No, it's like, oh, there's not much difference. But, yeah, I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about the touchdown or the touchback coming out to the 35. That's pretty far out. I guess they want to increase scoring probably. All right, handoff. Cook for about 5 yards, bringing up 2nd and 5 to the left side. Gotcha, Father Time. Sure, I know. She's just venting her frustrations. It's been a hard year. Injuries and just a miserable season the Sky are having. I hear you. I point taken, definitely. All right, 2nd and 5 from the 45. Fakes. Oh, no, it is a handoff to Cook again. He gets maybe 3 to the 48, where the Bills will face 3rd and 2. 12 minutes to go in the third quarter. Mike Green, the 2nd-round pick, selection 59th overall. Rookie in the 2025 draft out of Marshall being highlighted. Number 45 for your Ravens. Huge play. They are going to probably have to go for it on 4th down. I know it's early, but their defense needs some points. And Allen keeps it himself and rushes up to the Ravens 48, so never fear. Josh Allen is here. Last year, or this reigning MVP. Showed, let's see, front 4. They retreated back into coverage, left it's like the Nile River getting parted, and he, as Moses did, crossed the river and into the 1st down land in Ravens territory. All right. Snap. Handoff to Cook again inside the 40, near the first down, tackled ahead, and another first down for the Bills. Now, they still need to punch it into the end zone, though. Long way to go, but this drive is starting off the way they had hoped. From the right hash mark, they made it, I think it was like a counter. They looked like it was a run to the left, and then Cook made a cut and ran to the right side. Who made the hit? 24. Thanks, Bubba. Yeah, at halftime. All right. Under center, Allen drops back to pass. Looking, throws downfield, tipped and incomplete. Didn't see who the target was. I'm just going to let my clock roll and then fix it so I have room to work with. 10:03 to go. 2nd and 10 for the Bills in Ravens territory. He was trying to hit number 5. All right, 2nd and 10. Shotgun, Cook to his right, back to pass, looking, throws, right side, caught. Cook for a gain of a couple. Going to be 3rd and long coming up for the Bills. And I guess 7. I didn't see the spot of the ball. Oh, I need to sit up a little. Camila Cardoso with a double-double for the Sky. Thanks, Father Time. All right, 9:38 to go. 3rd and 8. Okay, I missed. I just was a guess. 3rd and 8 from the Raven 34. Boy, if you're the Bills and you don't pick this up, I think you got to go for it. Shotgun, back to pass, looking, throws it to the 30 and immediately taken down. No chance to get yak yards after catch. 18 on the catch. I guess they'll kick the field goal, but it's only like a 4th and about a long 2. I don't know about that. You cannot stop Derrick Henry or Lamar Jackson tonight. Ooh, late hit. Helmet to helmet hit by Hamilton. I'm a little shocked that wasn't called. All right, the Bills are going to go for it. It's more than 4th and 2. 4th and 5. Shotgun, back to pass, looking, throws deep down the sideline. Almost caught, but we got a flag at 8:35. So I believe the Bills will get a 1st and goal on DPI. A little loud, kitten, sorry. That's okay. 8:35 to go. Let's see what the call is. Yep. First and goal. Yep. It's Jair Alexander on the DPI. He tackled him a little early. If you're a Bills fan, you can say thank you very much, Jair. Palmer almost would have had that, but a huge DPI at the 4. Big momentum changer here in the game. But, they still got to score, and they still got to stop the Ravens at some point. Shotgun, run by Allen to the right side, gets down maybe to the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and 2. 8:17 to go in the 3rd. Both QBs playing well. Passing and running. Wouldn't expect anything less, of course. Whoop, I'm on my jersey. Got to move that. 2nd and goal from the 2. Under center. He's got Coleman out wide to the near side. Kincaid motions. Handoff to Cook. He bursts through the middle and into the end zone for the touchdown at 7:47. Just what Buffalo needed. And we have a game again. But that said, another short drive, too. 9 for 60 yards. Their special teams have set up their 2 touchdown drives. So Cook carries for 2 and the touchdown. If you're thinking about fantasy numbers, can they defense hold them to at least a field goal? And that drive was helped by the Jair Alexander DPI. Snap, hold, kick by Prater is up through the uprights and good. And I hit the wrong stinking button. Sorry, I got to fix it. Nope, we've got a flag, so hold on. Still 27-19 pending the flag. Sorry, I did that in the earlier game. Oh, it's against the Ravens. So will they take it or will they let's see. All right. They are not kicking it. Too many men on the field penalty on the Ravens. They'll take it half the distance to the goal and go for it on for 2 from the 1 yard line. Interesting call. You're down 8 now, trying to cut it to 6. Not sure I understand this one. Well, I mean, because extra point gets you back within 7. I don't know if I agree with this. Guess you figure you can get the 2 points, but it would just cut it to 6 from 7, or from 8, actually. All right, in shotgun, 2 to each side plus, wait, they motion somebody. They fake the handoff. Allen looking, rolls to the right, throws to the end zone, and caught by Coleman for the 2-pointer. It's good. So I have to go 1-2 to get it. Don't have a 2-point button. And the Bills do cut it within 6. Well, hold the phone. We got another penalty. Ineligible receiver, I think. Might be on the Bills. I'm going to take the point off. Yep. He's out of bounds. That conversion's going to be no good. Or they'll have to retry it. Okay, try is no good. So it is 27-19. Wow. Yeah, I couldn't see that the way they had the camera. Ooh, that's huge. Now they're down 8. That's why I wondered. NBC still hasn't taken it off the board. Nice job. All right, so we got a kickoff coming up. It is 27-19, despite what you might see on NBC. We got a kickoff coming up now. Wow, I don't know if I understand that. Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. I don't know if that's new. That's an interesting call. I don't know. That's a good question. That's got to be only on conversions, right? Yeah, I agree with you. I hear you, though. I don't know if that's new or not. I would think that sounds like a conversion-only penalty, though, because unless... What if that happened on a touchdown? I mean, you would take the penalty and have to replay the down. It's not like it's a intentional grounding. But, yeah, I agree. I didn't like the play call. I don't know why you spread them out wide and... try to throw one. That didn't make any sense. From the 1 yard line. I agree. Yeah, you got Allen, who's really good at carrying the ball and short, on these short yardage situations. I don't agree with this call either. All right, I need to fix my... Let's see. Let's scroll that down. Bring this. There we go. Much better. So we shall see. Man, they for sure got to hold them to a field goal or finally get a punt. I don't think Baltimore's punted, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see. I'm just checking live real quick. Make sure I'm still up there. Yep, we're still up there on live. All right. Back from commercial break. We will have Vikings at Bears. We're less than 22 hours from kickoff already. Tomorrow night. Then we're back with the WNBA doubleheader Tuesdays. Only game on the schedule Wednesday. Thursday, Commanders, Packers, and taking the day off Friday. It might take off Saturday as well. We will see. Definitely back Sunday. All right, there's the kick. Taken, I can't tell from the angle we got. Returned up the numbers far side, I believe, and out near the 35-yard line. Good return. And I didn't stop the clock. All right, there we go. 1st and 10 for the almost said the Orioles, for the Ravens. Oh, yeah, we were showing the numbers. I'll go back to the box score. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. They're at their own 33, I believe. Handoff to Henry up to the middle. He gets it to the 40, bringing up 2nd and 3. Bills defense just has no answer. I think that it was. I don't know how many short carries he's had. I think he had one for like 4, and now this one was for. Oh, they gave him 5? What am I looking at? All right, 2nd and 5. My mistake. 7:14 to go in the 3rd quarter. Shotgun, handoff to Henry, met in the backfield and stuffed for a loss by Ed Oliver. Holy cow, did he blow that play up. This is going to be 3rd and long, exactly what the Bills needed. This is 10 plus. I don't know how many yards he lost. I mean, 3rd and 10. Maybe it wasn't that big a loss. Maybe it is 3rd and like 8 or 9. Somebody did not do their block. Oh, it is 3rd and 10. What a guess. Shotgun, back to pass, looking. Lamar down the field and overthrew Bateman. Bateman complaining there was no DPI call. Don't see a flag yet. And that'll bring up 4th and 10. The first trip to the field for the punting unit and first kicking duty for the punter for the Ravens. Following a third. Ooh, he might have a beef. Defender definitely had a piece of the jersey. That's called a lot of times. Step forward, the kick is in the air. 6:20 to go. Taken and immediately tackled. Wonder if this was catch interference. We'll see. No flag at 6:14. Tremendous play by the Ravens coverage units. But now the Bills are down by 8, single possession. Yeah, he arrived at the guy's leg, Corrington, as soon as he caught the ball. And Codrington. And the Bills will take over at their own 16. 1st and 10, 3rd quarter. A little over halfway through. All right. Just a reminder, here's what's coming up this week. Let's take a look at the box score while we got a minute here. 10 for 13, Lamar, 129 yards passing and a touchdown. Henry, 12 for 126, a touchdown. Zay Flowers now 5 for 98, a touchdown, 39 the longest run for Henry was 49. Allen 14 for 20, 118 yards and a touchdown. Cook 11 carries finally for 40. It's getting a little better. One touchdown but a long of 11. 3 for 37 and a touchdown for Dalton Kincaid. Shakir 3 for 35. Let's see. Yeah, no turnovers yet thus far. No sacks by the Baltimore D. 2 now, Ed Oliver and Matt Milano for the Buffalo defense. 3 tackles for losses, 2 by Oliver, 1 by Bernard. 2 for the Ravens, Travis Jones and Trenton Simpson. First kick by the punter, Jordan Stout, 1 for 51 and inside the 20. Both field goal kickers are good on their 2 attempts. And we're finally back at Highmark Stadium. Scroll down. Let's do that. There we go. All right, just about set to resume. Allen calling the play in the huddle. 1st and 10, their own 16. They're going right to left this quarter. Under center is Allen. Snap, fakes the handoff, pitches it to Cook for a gain of nothing. No gain. 2nd and 10 coming up. On a pass to the right side. A lot of short stuff. He's had some big downfield, but the biggest play to set up the last touchdown was that DPI on Jair Alexander, I think, on 3rd down. All right, we're showing replays. Is there an injury? I have no idea. Nope, 5:35, clock still rolling. Shotgun, back to pass, looking right. Runs to the left. There's a flag on the play. Past the line of scrimmage, short of the 1st down. He's taken down. 5:22, but there is a flag, probably for offensive holding in the backfield. Holding, yep. 79. So back them up. They're going to have a 2nd and 20. Or wait, half the distance to the goal from the 16. So that's the 8. So a 2nd and 18 then make it. They were holding, I think, Van Noy. Clock is rolling. Yep, 2nd and 18. 5:15 to go in the 3rd. In shotgun, Cook to his right, I think. Nope, that's not Cook. My bad. 3 receivers to his near side, the left side, his left. Shotgun, back to pass, looked right, stepped up out of the end zone, up ahead, flips it ahead to Shakir, who takes it all the way to the 1st down. An 18-yard pickup. They may mark him like an inch short. If it is, it'll be 3rd and 1 or 3rd and inches. They have not said if this is a 1st down or not. He just did that old, shovel pass with the backhand, the right hand, like Favre used to do. Now they sneak it with Allen for the 1st down. That's what I thought. They were going to mark him just a hair short. What happened after the play? Clock still rolling. Kincaid got downfield. I guess he was blocking Owuzie. What the heck? They both tackled each other. They both had a hand on each other's jersey. All right, well, It is a first down, not to bury the lead there. 1st and 10 for the Bills at their own 27-yard line. Toss right. Number 22 carries for maybe a yard or two. I think they'll give him 2. 2nd and 2. Whoops, sorry. 2nd and 8 on a gain of 2. Why did I do that? My bad. Now it's fixed. All right. What was the... Yeah. Play-by-play's got to update quicker. 2nd and 8 from their own... We'll call it... Yeah, like they're between the 28 and 29. Shotgun, back to pass, looking, pump fakes, throws, right side, overthrew the receiver, contact and no call with 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Bills. That was Davis on the carry before for 2. Now we got an incomplete pass. Don't have the target yet on the play-by-play. Didn't get a good look. All right, huge 3rd and 8 coming up. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, trailing by 8. They're at their own... Well, they got to get to the 42. So we'll call it the 30. Yeah, 20. Okay, rolls to the right, looking downfield, stops short of the line of scrimmage, throws downfield, and incomplete. Looked like some contact with Shakir, but I guess no flag. 4th and 8 coming up. And back-to-back punting units. Punter headed to the field again. Wow, that was a big... Bills really needed to get something to capitalize it and cut it under 8. You know, now that you're within a possession, you got to keep pace. Now, and you can't afford to give anything up. All right, the kick is in the air, high and deep. Fair catch caught at 32 by, looks like Hill. No, sorry, 83, not 43. 2:42 to go. Ravens ball, first down in their own about their own 32. First and 10 after the timeout. The heck? Why am I having trouble with the clock? 2:42. There we go. Yep. Yeah, he probably... All he needed was 8 yards, and he just chucked it deep. I agree, Bubba. That was a little puzzling there. I hear you. He's trying to hit Shakir. Yeah, who was the other target? Oh, Palmer. Okay, that was the previous one. All right. So Allen now 16 of 24, 135 yards. Cook 11 for 40. Yeah, I think Allen had a carry. Let's look at that last drive. Excuse me. No gain on a pass to Cook. There was a holding call that called a play back. Oh, excuse me. Shakir for how many yards? 17 yards. Then 2 by Allen up the middle. Oh, that's right. They had 2nd and 18, and he had to pick it up on 3rd and inches. That's right. Then a 2-yard carry by... And that's where it stalled out. So they got 1 first down. So they didn't go 3 and out, but they only picked up 1 first down on that last drive. And now more times off the clock. And even if you hold them to a touchdown, or I'm sorry, to a field goal, then you're down 11, just looking ahead, depending on... Okay, a touchdown would put them down... field goal puts them down 11. You're almost looking at... I mean, I guess you can technically still get a touchdown and a 2-pointer. It's still 2 possessions, and you don't need 2 touchdowns, but at some point, you got to just face the facts. Your defense is struggling mightily. They've gotten one stop, and you're going to need to hope to exchange touchdowns for, man, did he get there early? Hamilton? I guess Collinsworth thought it was bang, bang. Looks like Hamilton was injured, though. He's heading to the locker room without his helmet. So that's something to keep an eye on when Buffalo gets the ball back. Hamilton going to get checked out. All right, 1st and 10, own 32, handoff, faked handoff. Jackson looking to throw, hits Flowers, right side, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30 almost. Huge play into Bills territory. Wow, another first down, 2:26 to go. Flowers, yeah, it was just a crosser over the middle, a shallow crosser. He lined up left bunch formation to the left and then came across the line of scrimmage uncovered, caught it in the open field, and was off to the races. Oof, I got to remember to get water at the quarter break. Under center, snap, handoff to Henry, takes it inside the 30, down to the 29, gain of 3. Bringing up 2nd and 7. And, yeah, you got to hold them to a field goal. You can't go down 15 here. I mean, okay, well, a touchdown would be 14. Then you got to see what the Ravens do. I would assume they would kick it. I wouldn't think you'd try to extend it to 16, but maybe you do. Flowers waving to the crowd. And then Harbaugh saying, oh, no, Harbaugh gave him a hug. All right, 2nd and 7 from the 29 in shotgun, 1:17 in the third. Flowers motions, back to pass. Jackson throws short of the goal line, caught by, they call it a touchdown for DeAndre Hopkins. Bills didn't think it was a touchdown, but the call on the field is a touchdown, and it's 33-19. 3 plays, 68 yards. One-handed grab by Hopkins. I don't think he ever got his left hand on it. 2 defenders there as they took him down. Yeah, that's a good catch. Ball was never near the ground. Let's see, another angle. I mean, his elbow was under the ball. I think that's going to stand. All scoring plays reviewed, and yeah, that's a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Bills did not capitalize there. And they are going to just kick it and go up 15 potentially. Snap, hold, kick by Prater is good at 1:09 to go in the third. It's now 34-19. And boy, that dumb mistake, that point would help. They had just kicked it being down, 34-20. Although, I didn't understand that decision at all. I guess when you know your defense is struggling, you go for all the points you can get. But wow, the Bills defense needs some help. I don't know if anybody's out injured. I thought Hopkins was old. Yeah. Well, who retired? Cooper. And he went to the Raiders and then retired. They had like 2 receivers retire, signed with them, and then retire. I can't think of his name. Blanking. Yeah, extra point by Loop is good. All right, let's go. Why? Okay, I can't go too much lower. Yep. Okay, there we go. Hey, Alex, thanks for that. Yeah, as far as I could tell, yeah, that was a one-handed grab. That was tremendous, great concentration to keep haul it in. Whew, I need some water. Thanks, Alex. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at the numbers again. 12 for 15, 194 yards, 2 touchdowns. Only negatives, 2 sacks against Lamar. He's been outstanding. And he's got 38 yards rushing and a touchdown. Henry just unstoppable in the first half. pretty much being a decoy, I guess, in the second half as the passing game has opened up. Zay Flowers, 6 for 134 and a touchdown, 39-yard long, 7 targets. Bateman has 2 catches for 10. Everybody else 1 catch. Hopkins now with the touchdown, 29 yards. Tremendous catch. Oh, we got 109 to go, according to ESPN. Is that right? 109 in the third? Oh, forgot to signal the kickoff, too. There we go. Jackson's 15th player to throw a TD pass to Hopkins. Oh, okay. Yeah, a grab of his left arm. Surprised that wasn't like holding. Yeah, there is 109. My bad. All right, kick is in the air. Return from the 5 up the near numbers. Near the sideline. Codrington out of bounds and a flag. See the yard marker. Okay, Hamilton has returned. He's grabbing his helmet. He's actually trying to put his gloves on first. All right, we got a huddle about the flag, though. .42 got a holding call on the return, which wipes out a decent return, too, for the Bills. Man, I don't know. Could be a blowout if the Bills can't answer quickly here. As they need to correct some stuff on defense. I think that was his. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, their own 16. Shotgun, handoff to Cook, up the middle, out to the 20 for a gain of 4. Bringing up 2nd and 6 for the Bills. Under a minute remaining, third quarter. All right, I think my clock's pretty much in sync. Showing Lamar on the bench. In shotgun. Shakir comes in motion to the left side. Allen might be doing an audible. Shotgun, back to pass. Looks left, pumps. Rolls to his right. Throws, right sideline. Caught for a first down. That's number 5. 1st and 10. That might be the last play of the third quarter. Boy, I think my camera's a little far away tonight. Could probably bring this in a little. Nope. Not too much. Nope, that's too much. All right, end of the third quarter, 34-19. Ravens in control. Bills with the ball when we head to the fourth quarter. I got to fix the clock, then I got to get water. All right, 1 second. I'll be right back. I think I screwed up the helmets, didn't I? Oh, I see what is blocking this. Need depth perception. Okay. There's nothing there. It just looks weird with the mic stand behind it. All right, I'll be right back. Fourth quarter about to start. Between quarters. Hopefully like 45, half hour, 45 minutes, maybe. I don't know. Oh. All right, we are back. Trying to adjust the seat a little bit. Oh. 62% of the 13 votes going with the Ravens. Probably looking like a safe bet at the moment. All right. So short pass to Palmer for 8 yards and the first down. Okay, I got to remember Palmer, I think, is number 5. Yeah, I should have just looked over here. Yep, Joshua Palmer, 2 catches for 12 yards. Got it. Davis, Johnson, Cook, Elijah Moore is 18. Okay. Now, I know Shakir and Coleman and Kincaid. All right, we are back. Fourth quarter about set here. 34-19. Bills, first down, 28-yard line in their own territory. Throw to the left side, caught for a first down, out of bounds near the 43-yard line. That is Coleman on the catch, number 0 for the Bills. 14:42 to go. Another first down for the Bills. See a double-double and a 30-10 for Asia Wilson. Allen, left side, caught by Cook for about 4 or 5. Second and down coming up. Yeah, they got to go hurry up. They can't afford to grind any clock here because they don't know if their defense is, maybe they'll hold them to a field goal. That's their only hope. And when the Ravens get the ball back. Hey, T-Mac, welcome in. Thank you. Throws down the left side. Out of bounds by Coleman. Well defended by the Ravens. All right, we got a 3rd and 5, I think, coming up here. Oh, the Hamilton. It's a finger issue for Hamilton. His pointer finger on his left hand. They taped his index finger. She said pointer. Index finger to his middle finger. All right, it's 3rd and 6, actually. Apologies. From their own 43, they got to get to the Ravens 47. It's 2-down territory. They can't afford to give the ball back. Shotgun, back to pass, looking, throws to Cook, short, 50, inside the 40, 35, 30, 20, 15, to the 10, 5, taken down at about the 2. Wow, what a play, and I didn't start the clock. All right, we'll have to fix the clock by going the other way. 13:44 to go. Huge play there. Jackson to Cook, unbelievable. That looked like, 44 missed a tackle, another missed tackle. Allen tries to carry to the left side. He's going to be stopped for no gain. They actually gave him, I put Gale, not in goal. All right, we got 2nd and goal, about the 1 or the 2. 13:14 remaining. Wow, what a play. Cook on that catch for 51 yards. It's just once he broke a tackle or 2, and we got a timeout on the field for an injured Raven. I believe it's 44. All right, so you're looking for 8 rushing yards for Lamar when he gets back on the field. He's currently at 38 yards. Yeah, we'll see. That might be something they do. Good luck on your wager or fantasy team. Yeah, Cook just made a couple people miss. I think who is that? Is that Roquan Smith? I think wearing 0 for the Ravens, I think. Missed tackle. Humphrey was injured. Oh, is that their other safety? Or is he a corner? Nate Wiggins had the tackle on that 51-yard play. Wow. Exactly what the Bills needed. A quick, long play. Cook doing it for them. Allen over 200 yards passing at 2:14. All right, clock is rolling. I got to catch up. Fakes the handoff, rolls to the right on a keeper. Allen runs it in for the touchdown at 12:51. That is exactly what the Bills needed. 12:51 to go. We'll see what they choose to do on this extra point. They are down by 9. Yeah, they got to go for 2. Try to make it a 1-score game. Exactly. All right, going for 2 after the touchdown. In motion, Cook back, looking the pass is he's back outside the 12, rolling to his right, throws to the end zone, intercepted, and they're gonna pitch it. What are the Ravens doing? Yeah, they just take the knee. Hamilton pitched it to Kyle Van Noy, and Van Noy came out of the end zone and kneeled it. That was interesting. Trailing by 9. Yeah, I know it's hindsight, but I still don't understand not kicking that extra point to cut it to 7 instead of sitting on 8. I know they were at, and then the terrible play call of throwing it instead of just having a rushing play to pick up the 1 yard after the penalty on the Ravens on the extra point. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what Hamilton was doing. That's a risky play. You're up 9, and you're going to risk trying to return. He's the better return man than Van Noy. Hamilton should have just kept it and looked for if Jair was out there. That was a risky play. If it just hits him wrong and it goes into the end zone and the Bills recover, I guess that's a converted 2-point conversion, I would think. I don't know. All right, we'll get set for the kickoff. So it's still a 2-score game. That was huge. So, and I'm sorry, why don't you kick it to keep it a 1-score game? Make it 34-26. I don't understand this. I'm in the mind that you always just try to get it to a 1-score game. Eventually you're going to have to go for 2. I know LaFleur sometimes goes for 2. Like if they're down 2 scores, he's done that. I think Love's first year as a starter, they made that 17-16 comeback. I think they were trailing the Saints by 16 in the fourth quarter, and I think maybe that's how they won. Or maybe I got the wrong score, but they were definitely down something to nothing and made a huge comeback. Yeah, I'm not sure. 2 2-pointers to win. Well, what were they yeah, because it would have been 27-21. They give up a touchdown. 34. 8 would have got them to what? 34-29? Or, yeah, I guess it would have given. But they were only down 27-19. 2 2-pointers would have been 29 points. So I don't know. Doesn't look good, though, when you're down 9 still. Is all I'll say. And I get it. Armchair quarterback. Armchair head coach or offensive coordinator. Oh, Thurman Thomas in attendance tonight. All right. Prater about to kick it off. All right, take the possession arrow down. The kick is in the air. Going to be taken in about the 5, returned up the near to the hash mark. 20 gets it out to the 35. That's number 26 again. Who is that? Rasheen Ali. Yeah. And we have 12:51 to go now. Wait. No, we got less than that. I didn't see how many seconds that kickoff took. Well, it's Ravens ball. First and 10. We got 12:45 to go. I'll get the clock going. Shotgun, back to pass. Lamar looking, throws right, incomplete, short-armed it to Flowers near 50-yard line. 12:40 to go. Okay, well, yeah, 29. Yeah, I guess 29-6 is 35. Yeah, if you get 3 touchdowns and you biff on one. Sure. Sounds like it. A one. Yeah, would it have been a 1 point? I didn't even think of that. It is a 1-point safety. I didn't even think about that. Shotgun, back to pass. Throws. Did Hill catch it? If so, if it wasn't on the ground, he took it for 9 yards. And, sorry, it's 3rd and 1. I forgot to make it 2nd down. 12:25, clock rolling. This is close. Oh, that was not a catch. Are the Bills going to have to challenge? Oh, this should be a booth review. Yeah. Okay, so we got 3rd and 10. I was thinking, I'm like, that did not look like a catch. I can't believe they missed that live, to be honest. The ball freaking bounced into his hands. Or no, he had it on his hands and then like did a double dribble in basketball and then picked it back up. 12. Oh, shoot. We got 12:37 to go now after the incomplete. So 3rd and 10. Huge play for the Buffalo defense. They're at their own 35. Back to pass. Jackson looking. Rolls to his right. Pressure on inside the 15. Runs to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 45 midfield, and it hit at the Bills' 46 and taken down. Wow. Well, there's your 8 more rushing yards, T-Mac. You just got it. Holy crap. He retreated to the 12, maybe the 13. So he got a lot more on the ground, and he had to run across the field. Tackled in the near numbers and the hash marks after rolling to the right. Yeah, he went from the numbers to the... Yeah, that was crazy. 1st and 10. Handoff. King Henry. 1st down. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. That's your dagger. This game is over. And the Bills... I get it, the Ravens are good, but wow. The Bills' defense looks atrocious tonight. 40-25. 3 plays, 65 yards. Looks like they're highlighting Rapp, number 9. And Rapp didn't even lay a finger on him. Nobody touched Henry. He took too bad of an angle. Oh, somebody threw something. I guess if it's, you know what, probably. Yeah. All right, yeah, you're right. They kicked the extra point. It doinked off the upright. So, all right, it is a 15-point game. Yeah, hold it. Yeah, it is a 2-possession game. You're right. I got ahead of myself with 11:42. And it's actually 15 now. They doinked the extra point. Alex, this game is crazy. Yeah. And if you know Buffalo or what's been happening in the WNBA for a few times this year, I think that if it wasn't a water bottle, it had to be that. I think on the touchdown. They got to do better job singling people out and tossing them. I mean, I guess people don't care still, but yeah, missed the extra point. That was crazy. Off the upright, the right upright. And that's, wait, who? I forgot. Who's there? Loop. Yeah, Loop. Yeah. Both teams have different kickers from last year. Since Bass is injured, they have Prater on the Bills. And you know why? What's his name is gone. And they have Loop. Boy, I might need to get more water. I'm pounding in the water here. All right, let's get the numbers up here as I reset for the kickoff. All right, we'll take the possession down for the kickoff. Well, no, I guess leave it because they still have it until they kick it away. Yeah. Henry at 175 and 2 touchdowns. Sounds like a lot of fantasy yards to me, or fantasy points. Zay Flowers, 6 for 134, touchdown. Hopkins 1 for 29 on a phenomenal one-handed catch for a touchdown. Lamar 12 for 17, 194 and 2 touchdowns. Only negative a couple sacks, but he has 5 carries, 57 yards. That was only 19 yards, and he probably ran at least 50 by, rolling, retreating south, heading east, and then rolling west to go upfield into Bills territory. That was nuts. I believe that was a 3rd and 10, if I'm not mistaken. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right. Most rushing games with 150 plus yards at 30 plus years old, including postseason, is Walter Payton and Derrick Henry with 7. Tiki Barber, I think, was the other player with 6. All right, kick is in the air. Caught inside about the 4. Far numbers. Codrington pushes it out to maybe the 28 if they give him forward progress. With 11:35 to go, Bills take over, needing a touchdown. At least 7. I would hope they learn their lesson and get a touchdown and kick the extra point and make it an 8-point game, but never know. I guess I'm just not in the category of all the probably the, statistical, what do you call it? All right, shotgun with Cook to his right, back to pass to the right side. Allen completes it out of bounds to Coleman. I think it's either a 1st and 10 or a 2nd and 1. No signal yet by NBC here. All right, it is 2nd and 1. That's what I thought. Should have just gone with my gut. Shotgun back to pass, looking left, completes it. Caught by Shakir for a 1st down near the 45, I believe, about the 43. 1st and 10. Whoops. Under 11 to go. 1st and 10, their own 43. Shotgun back to pass, looking, throws left. Almost intercepted. It was intercepted near the left sideline at 10:44. Number 3 on the pick. And wow. Not sure whose fault. What's his name? Gave up on the ball. No, that's not a pick. That ball was on the ground. This should be 2nd and 10. This is not a pick. They called it a pick on the field, but that ball's on the ground. He trapped it. It's a Wuze. Yeah, incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. That's what I thought. Allen gets a break. Number 5. Who's number 5? He gave up on the play. That was nuts. Joshua Palmer. Like, if he tries to catch that, at least he might interfere with the defender going for the easy pick. Not easy pick, but the pick attempt. All right, in shotgun, they motion Shakir. He goes back to the top side. Or far side. Shotgun back to pass. Allen looking. Pressured. Rolls to the left. Over the line of scrimmage to the 50. And slides down. Oh, he might have started his slide early. I don't think he got the 1st down. Yep, they're marking him a yard short. So 3rd and 1. He started his slide a little early. Otherwise, he gets the 1st down. 10:24, clock rolling. I don't think Sean McDermott liked the spot. Handoff. Number 22 loses yards. Oh, man, he's stuffed for no gain, and we got a flag on the field. And what is the call here at 10:13? That was ugly. I think. Oh, they getting. Oh yeah, his knee didn't hit down till he had the first down. I was wrong. That should have been a first down. Yeah, even the booth judges or the broadcast is saying that was clearly a first down. Interesting. Holding on 73. So 3rd and 11 after they got robbed on a bad spot. Dawkins with the hold. Bringing up 3rd and 11. Wow. Well, it's 2 down territory, not here. You can't afford to kick this away. All right, call rolling. Yeah, this should have been a first down. I thought he started the slide too early. Well, shotgun back from their own 42. Back to pass. Looking, and he's going to get sacked, and now they will have to send the punting unit on the field with 9:54. Wow. Well, we're going to get all kinds of rough ball calls here. It's 4th and long, and they have no choice. Yeah, they have no choice, but clock continues to roll. Sacked back at the 37, I think. So 4th and 16 as the punting unit is out. The kick is in the air. And hits short. And they catch it. I think the long snapper caught it at about the 35. Wow. Well, there's going to be a lot of discussion of that poor spot on that run by Josh Allen. That's going to be a black mark in the eye. You know, why didn't they review that? Yeah, it was 4th and 16. I was thinking, but yeah, you're right. I don't know. With the way the game's going, maybe you do go for it on 4th and 16 because your defense has struggled mightily. Yeah. That sack really helped. If it's 4th and 11, I think they go for it, but that might be, a couple first downs and they're going to be hurting. And even a field goal, the game's over. They can't give up anything now. Yeah, that spot. Was it Terry McCauley, I think, for NBC? He said, yeah, it was a bad spot. That was a terrible punt, 28 yards. Yeah, I thought so. I'm like, is that shanked? That was a terrible punt. Yeah, everybody's going to be talking about that terrible spot, ignoring the fact that the Bills were down 15 at the time, but I hear you. That is not a. I hear the complaints loud and clear because that was not a good spot. And if you can't review that, what's the point in reviewing then? That you should be able to review spots. I mean, did the Bills lose their challenge? I don't remember. Oh, I missed this one. The ref's higher than me. Hey, Bubba. Enjoy. All right, just a reminder. Vikings-Bears tomorrow night. We'll start the stream, a few minutes early, maybe like 7:10. So I'm not scrambling at the last second. All right, they're showing his Henry's numbers in the last games against the Bills. 1st and 10, their own 35. Jackson hands it to Henry. Henry bounces it outside near the sideline. Is taken down about the 39. Give him a gain of 4, bringing up 2nd and 6. as we get to see Derrick Henry's workout routine. All right. So that should put him, yeah, he's at 178. I was looking at Lamar's passing numbers. Okay, play-by-play. What are we doing here? All right, 2nd and 7. All right, it was a gain of 3. Hand off to Henry. This time he goes nowhere and gets stopped for a loss. So we got 3rd and long coming up. I think it looks like a loss of 2. I'll say 3rd and 9. 8:24. Clock beginning to be an issue here in Buffalo for the Bills. Down by 15. Got a minor break with that missed extra point, and then that bad spot really robbed him of a chance to, make it a game again. All right, 3rd and 8. Back to pass, flag on the play, and they stop it dead. 7:56, probably a false start coming up on the Ravens. It is. False start. So 3rd and 13, back them up 5. Wallace, the false start. Receiver, number 16. Didn't get a look at the penalty numbers, yeah. They gave him a carry of 3 and a carry of -1. That's what brought up 3rd and 8. Now they get a false start. 3rd and 13. Have to get off the field here if you're the Buffalo defense. Cannot give up a first down. You got to have enough time left to score 2 touchdowns. Flowers motions back to the right again. Shotgun. Jackson looking for Flowers. Caught. Penalty on the field. Taken down at the 41. Short of the first down by about 4 yards. But we do have a flag at 7:50. Let's see what this call is. Now we got to discuss it before we make the announcement. I don't think his mic. Illegal motion declined, so 4th down. Illegal motion by Flowers. What did he do? Did he go forward before the snap? Oh, yeah, he did. I didn't even catch that live. Yeah, it was immediate flag. Yeah, he just headed upfield. That's okay in the CFL, not in the not-for-long league. So we are declined penalty. So 4th and 13, they will send the punting unit on the field. Stout, number 11, to kick it away. Oh, clock rolling. Sorry, 7. Wow, the other clock kind of glitched. There's 7:34 to go. They taking a delay a game? I think they are. Nope, snap it too. Kick is shanked, I think. Nope. Off his foot. Hits inside the 5. Rolls inside the 5. Oh, it's a touchback. A diving attempt to mark it at the 1, and that's definitely a touchback. I don't know why the Ravens think otherwise. Terrible diving attempt. Well, now are we going to discuss it, though? What's the call here? Either way, Bills get the ball back. Oh, I don't know. That's very close. That's the closest I've ever seen somebody slide to the end zone. It's like his glove, maybe a finger touched it. Like maybe the strap from his glove touched. That was wild. All right, Bills ball. 1st and 10 at their own 20 after it was a rule of the touchback. 7:16 to go. All right. Shotgun, back to pass. Allen throws down the sideline on the left side. Tremendous leaping catch by Coleman and another first down. Wow, 7:04. Clock rolling. Should help spark the offense. That's what they needed. A quick first down at their own 41. 23 of 33. 249 yards passing. Allen. The rush is on. He escapes the pocket. Rolls to the right. Keeps it and runs for at least 5 and out of bounds at the They pause it, but the clock will be, yeah, now the clock's rolling. Second down coming up. 6:37 to go as we get a replay. So I think it's like 2nd and 5. We will see. He got 6, so 2nd and 4. My bad. 6:19 to go. 2nd and 4. Shotgun, back to pass, looking. Steps up, throws. In the middle, caught for a first down. That is, I think that was Josh Palmer. Joshua, whatever. 1st and 10. Inside Ravens territory at the 44. Shotgun, back to pass. Batted down at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete. 5:52 remaining. 2nd and 10 coming up. Need to have some time left. You got to score quick. All right, 2nd and 10 coming up. 5:52 to go. Bills ball at the Ravens 44-yard line. Shakir in motion to the right. Snap back to the pass. Looking. Throws over the middle. Caught. Short of the first down. We'll have 3rd and short. That was Coleman on the catch again. It's got to be at least 3rd and 2. Maybe 3. I'll guess 3. Coleman, yep, 7 yards. 3rd and 3. 5:29 to go. Clock becoming an issue. Got to have a first down. Got to go on 4th if you don't get it, though. No doubt about it. 5:15 to go. All right, what's the call? We have 4 on the play clock. I think he audibled. 3 receivers to his left. Shotgun, back to pass. Throws right. Incomplete. Near the sideline. And a late flag for probably DPI, I would guess. That was a really late flag. Let's see. It's Shakir against number 2. Wiggins. Yep, number 2, Wiggins on the penalty. So first down coming up for the Bills. Exactly what they needed. So they don't have to go for it on 4th and 3. Nate Wiggins is a second-year player. Tied for, let's see. Had a lot of pass defenses last year. All right. In shotgun. Motions Kincaid to the left, so 2 on each side. Back to pass. Looking. Throws to Kincaid. Caught. Out of bounds for a first down at 4:59. Yeah, they can take their time now when they go out of bounds because that stops the clock because we're under 5 minutes to go. Kincaid on the catch. He has 4 receptions for 48 yards and a touchdown. 1st and 10 inside the red zone at the 18 of the Ravens. Trailing by 15, just under 5 to go. In shotgun. Back to pass. Looking. Allen throws to the right. In the end zone. Diving catch out of bounds. Incomplete. 4:53. Bringing up 2nd and 10. He tried to hit Palmer in the back of the corner, the end zone. Overthrew it. 2nd and 10. Stops the clock, though. As we see Lamar Jackson and Al Flowers and Bateman on the bench for the Ravens. All right. Shakir motions. Now he goes back. He better get set and not head up. Oh, no, that was the shotgun. Back to pass. Looking. Throws. Left side. Caught and dropped out of bounds in the end zone. I thought Johnson had it. 3rd and 10. That should have been a touchdown. Bounced off his stone hands, I think. That was a good ball by Josh. Gotta have that. Yeah, hit him in the left hand. And he had to reach up to get it, but it's not like he did have to jump a little, but he had to put the ball there. The coverage was decent. So 3rd and 10 from the 18. It's 4-down territory. Cutting the lead to 12 does you no good with a field goal. Shotgun, back to pass, looking, throws right, caught short of the sticks, and taken out of bounds at about the 9. Ooh, they're marking him in play. Yeah, I guess because he lunged forward out of bounds, didn't go backwards out of bounds. So 4th and short. Let's call it, I think it's 1. Nope, they're going to say 2. 4th and 2. You still have 3 timeouts. Make sure you're ready. 20 on the play clock. 4:19 to go. Let's see what they call. Just outside the 10-yard line. They got to get down to the 8. Shotgun. Back to pass. Looking. Plenty of time. Now Van Noy comes for him. He throws in the end zone. Tipped and caught by Coleman for a touchdown. It was tipped at the goal line, and that was a touchdown. Unbelievable. That was like Fitz magic. What is going on here? 40-31. All right, did you learn your lesson? I think you want to kick the extra point to cut it to 8. You could try for 2, but if you fail, you're still down 9. But what do I know? Let me know what your thoughts are in the chat. What a catch by Coleman and concentration on that tip ball. And I guess it was a clean catch. 3:56 to go. Here's the extra point. They are kicking the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is up and good. They learn their lesson. And they make it a 1-possession game. They need to hold the Ravens to a 3-and-out, and then they need to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to send it into overtime. Who was he targeting? Had all day. It looked like the Ravens really only rushed 2. It was tipped up in the air, maybe by Kincaid to Coleman. And let me see. I didn't really get a good look at the catch by Coleman here. He had his hand up like, oh, the defender fell down too. Yeah, that was a great grab by Coleman. Tipped. I don't know if he catches it without the tip or not. I don't know if he was going. Oh, was that Knox or Kincaid that tipped it? I didn't get a good look. It was Knox. Sorry, I thought it was Kincaid. Couldn't see the number. It was all, yeah, great catch by Coleman. 6 for 79, 6 catches, 79 yards, and a touchdown. All right, why is this not working? I'm trying to put kickoff, and I can't do it. There we go. All right, they kick it deep. Taken inside the 10. Return up the middle. Bounces and gets taken down at about the 28. 3:50 to go in the game. You're probably going to see a lot of Derrick Henry on this drive. We'll see. Ravens ball and the 8-point lead. That extra point off the upright now in play here too, that the Ravens had on their last touchdown. Allen near 300 yards passing. Lamar just over 2. All right, shotgun handoff to... No, they fake the handoff. Lamar keeps it. He gets the first down, slides down just outside the 40. So that'll mean another 2 minutes. This will take us down to the 2-minute warning if they keep it on the ground. And then it's going to be 3 consecutive timeouts for the Bills unless they use them before then. Huge first down carry there by Jackson. Faked it to Henry as the decoy, kept it himself, ran it to the left side. Let's see where they mark the ball. At the 41, Henry gets stuffed and fumbles. Who got it? I believe the Bills fell on it at about the 30. Unbelievable. At 3:06. Holy Toledo. Wow, this game isn't over yet. Whoops, forgot to put 1st and 10. I apologize. Bills ball at the Ravens 30. Couldn't have come at a worse time for Henry. Punched out of there, I think, by Ed Oliver, who's had a huge game. Couldn't see who recovered. Looks like number 8. think that's Ed Oliver who punched it out of there, if I'm not mistaken. 47 had a shot at it and didn't get it. Bosa was there, and I think 8 fell on it. One turnover in the game, and it happens late in the fourth quarter. 3:06 to go. Henry can't believe it. 1st and 10 Bills at about the 30-yard line. Near hash mark in shotgun. It looks like he has Cook to his right with him. Got like 2 tight ends, I believe. Yeah. Back to pass, looks, throws over the middle. Caught down at the 1. Holy cow. What a play. What a throw. What a catch, because that was in traffic. 1st and goal, Bills. This is a miracle comeback if they complete it. Lining up under 7. Allen keeps it and sneaks it. That is no good. He's at least a half a yard short. Bringing up 2nd and goal, like the half-yard line. 2:30 to go. Who caught this? Because 85. Haynes is 85. Okay. Wow. He had to double clutch it too before he secured the catch. Oh, it got defended, and he got it off his helmet and caught it and fell into the end zone, but they said his knee was down and he was touched. All right, 2nd and goal. Clock rolling. 2:07 to go in the game. Handoff to Cook up the middle. 2nd and 3rd effort. I think they're marking him short at the 2-minute warning. 1:59 to go. Interesting calls coming up. I think I'm going to have to take a quick break during the 2-minute timeout. Or, the 2-minute warning timeout. All right, I'll be right back. 3rd and 9, Bills ball. They got 3rd and goal from inside the 1. I'll be right back. Oh, they did put a second back on the clock. It is the 2-minute even warning. Yeah, Ed Oliver with the forced fumble. I'm pretty sure they're showing him on the sideline. Are they not going to go to commercial? I got to get water at the least. Well, guess we're staying here. NBC still... NBC didn't go to commercial during the 2-minute warning. All right, yeah, we're back. Good thing I didn't go, but I had to get water. 3rd and goal from like the foot-yard line, well inside the 1. Snap. And Allen, I believe, carried it in for the touchdown at 1:58. Josh Allen rushing touchdown. Yep, that's what it was. All right. We have a game. Can they get the 2-point conversion? Wrong. Yeah. All right, 2-point conversion coming up after the Bills touchdown run by Josh Allen. In shotgun, back to pass, looks right, throws right, juggled and incomplete to Coleman with 1:58 to go. They do have 3 timeouts, so do you kick it deep or do you try to onside? I think you got to go onside. Their defense has not gotten a lot of stops. Wiggins on the coverage. Looked like you could have maybe called a hold, but they swallowed the whistles and let him play. Oh, come on. He had his jersey. His whole left shoulder pad or right shoulder pad was exposed. I don't know about that one. Wow. I don't know why you don't just run it. I don't know. They're good on the ground. Trying to get to Coleman, I guess, and you got the guy Wiggins, I guess, in coverage that you want. But all right, we'll see what the Bills do. It looks like they've elected to kick it deep. Kind of understood. They've got 3 timeouts remaining. I forgot to reset the timeouts at half. Both teams have 3. I apologize. All right. So Prater will kick it. Kick is away. Taken inside the 10. Returned up the near numbers. Hit at the 25. Bounces away to the 30. Knocked out of bounds at the 31. 151 remaining. They have to get 3 plays. 3 and out here. The game is over. 1st and 10 for the... For the Ravens. At their own, 31-yard line. All right. Lamar heads under center. He's got an I formation behind him. Derrick Henry, the deep back. Snap. Handoff to Henry. Pretty well covered by the Bills defense. We're going to have 2nd and long at 1:45. They'll use their first timeout. I would guess a gain at 2. We'll see what they say. Two timeouts remaining. He did get 2 yards. The 2nd and 8. Excuse me. All right, that looks a little better. 2nd and 8 from their own 33. Actually, NBC says that 9, 2nd and 9. They hand it off to Flowers, who slips because he was going nowhere. Milano credited with the tackle. And another timeout at 1:39. All right, so I guess it's 3rd and 9 then. 1 timeout left for the Bills. 3rd and 9. Here's your ball game. You'll stop them and get the ball back, or it's victory formation for the Ravens and they kneel it 3 times. A 3rd and 9. Incredible comeback by the Ravens, aided by that Derrick Henry fumble there late in the game. All right, 3rd and 9. Jackson comes to the sideline to talk to a receiver. We got 14 on the play clock. In shotgun. Motions Flowers. High snap. Back to throw. Throws over the middle. Caught short of the sticks. And the Bills got their stop. But do the Ravens elect to go for it on 4th? I kind of doubt it. It's 4th and at least 2, I'd say. Benford, number 47 on the coverage. Number 10 on the catch. Who is that on the Ravens? So the Bills are out of timeouts. Whoops, that is not what I wanted to do. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do either. Sorry, I didn't mean to screw up the score. Trying to take the timeout away. All right, they did send the punting unit on the field for 4th and 3 is what NBC has. All right, Stout back to kick it away. The punter for the Ravens. Number 11, snap, kick. Down the left side or near side. Bounces out of bounds, maybe inside the 20 with 1:26 to go. Here we go. Bills only need a field goal. They could still pull this out. Yeah, this has been a wild game, to say the very least. Yeah, hey, Mac. Thanks for checking in. You're welcome. Thanks for checking in, Mac. Oh, by the way, we get a final, and yeah, 80-66 Aces over the Sky tonight. All right, yeah, we'll close that out. All right, after the 21 game-winning drives in fourth quarter of overtime, Ravens, if they do not hang on to this 2-point lead, are going to be kicking themselves. Especially Derrick Henry. Shotgun, back to pass, throws over the middle, caught. Down is Shakir, though. Clock rolling. We got a 2nd and 4. It's a short gain of 6. 1:13 to go. Yeah, they only need a field goal, but they're only at their own 26. They can't go too slow. Obviously, you don't want to give the ball back to the Ravens, but shotgun, back to pass, looks, throws right near the sideline, caught by Coleman for a first down. Stops the clock with 1 minute remaining. Great catch by Coleman. Great throw by Allen. And what a game they picked for the Sunday night Week 1 matchup. All right, 1 minute remaining. Shotgun, back to pass. Allen has to roll to the right. I think he's going to keep it. He better get himself out of bounds. He does at the 39 or 38. 53 seconds to go. 2nd and long. They give him a gain at 2 or 3. Let's see what they called here. 2nd and 5. They got 5. I didn't realize that. Sorry. All right. All right, 53 seconds to go. 2nd and 5, their own 38. Got to figure out what Prater's range is. Oh, we get a flag. Looks like a false start on the left side of the offensive line. False start. 73. I think he had one earlier. Dawkins, or was it a hold? That's huge. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I'm not listening to the cadence, obviously. So 2nd and 10 after the false start from their own, 33.5 yard line. They got to get to the 44 for a first down. Back to pass, looking, throws left down the field, caught. Number 5, that's Josh into the first, Palmer into the Ravens territory and out of bounds with 46 seconds to go. They're at the 35 yard line, I think. So they can afford to just try and eke this a little bit closer. Yeah, 25. Yeah. I think they're you don't want to settle for a 53 yarder, but if you had to with the way these guys kick, but it is Prater and it is the 34 yard line. So we'll see. Wow, unbelievable game. Hats off to the Bills just for even sticking in this game. Shotgun throws over the middle. Coleman catches at the 15, and he's tripped up at the 9. And if you're the Ravens, you may have wished that he scored there. I'm wondering if the Ravens are going to call a timeout now. Jair Alexander slipped and then just got the shoe of Coleman to trip him up at the 9. Yeah, just tripped him by the toe. So it's a 1st and goal coming up. And what do you do if you're the Raiders? I mean, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Yeah, 38 seconds to go as they show Prater about to warm up. And it is a Ravens calling their first timeout. They want to try to see if they can save some time and get in field goal range. Well, it's not over yet. Bills haven't won it yet. Last win when trailing by 15-plus points in the fourth quarter, 1967 versus the Jets. Holy cow. Wow, this is interesting. And that, who's their kicker again who hit the upright on the extra point? This could be a 3-point game. And who is that? Tyler Loop missed an extra point. He hit the right upright to have the situation we've got going on now. All right. First and goal. And Allen's going to knee it. And there's going to be a timeout called immediately with 35 seconds to go. So that'll bring up second and goal. See where they mark him. One timeout remaining just for the Ravens. No timeouts. 23 for 24 on lead-changing field goal attempts in last 2 minutes of fourth quarter or overtime. But he has been around for 19 seasons. Excuse me. All right. Yeah, they're showing Prater warming up. Second and goal. So they could kneel one more time and get it exactly where Prater wants it. And the Ravens will have to burn their last time out. And they'll have less than 30 seconds after the kickoff unless it goes in. No, even with it going in the end zone. Okay, immediately kneel. Immediately timeout. 33 seconds to go. Or is it 32? 32. Oh, now it's third and goal. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Apologies. Boy, if you're the Bills, do you consider kicking it? I know you don't want to give the ball back just in case you fumble the snap. But I guess you got to take one more kneel down. You don't have any timeouts. It's going to be a fire drill. Both teams out of timeouts. It's going to be a fire drill if you kneel once more. You got to be set to get that K-ball subbed in. Or is Josh going to roll around and try to throw an incomplete pass to just kill some time? I don't know. We'll see. Interesting call. It is third and goal. Back at the 12. And they are in kneel-down formation. He takes it to the left hash mark. Clock rolling. 26 seconds as the kicking unit heads out. This is wild. Fourth and goal, and the kick attempt coming up. For Prater, 15 seconds to go. He's ready. He's made from 25 and 43. 10 seconds to go. Holder is ready. 3, 2, 1. Snap. High snap. Placed. Kick is right down the middle, and the Bills come back from 15 down in the fourth quarter to win the game on the final tick of the clock as time expired. Unbelievable and choke job by the Ravens. The kicker doinking the upright. What's his name? Tyler Loop. 4 of 5 from extra points. And a big fumble by Derrick Henry to set up a touchdown after he had 169 yards rushing. And unfortunate for him and Loop. Yeah, big choke job by the Ravens. That game should have been in the bag when they were up 40-25 if they don't doink that and they don't fumble, obviously. And Josh Allen getting congratulations. Oh, wow. What a game. Final score, 41-40. Wow, unbelievable. I can't believe they blew that. Heartbreak for the Ravens again on the week, prime time. Whoa, the Ravens got really close to blocking that. That was close. Yeah, thanks, Bubba. Hey, everybody, please like and subscribe before you head out of here. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Yeah, this game was long, under 3 hours and 20, but definitely over 3 hours and 15 minutes. Unbelievable. All right, we'll go through the box score real quick, but that's going to do it. Oh, that should have been final. All right, let me put up what's coming up. Hope to see you tomorrow night, 7:15 Central. I'll get on a few minutes before that. Like 7:10 at the earliest. 5:10, Pacific time. Allen, 394 yards passing and 2 touchdowns in the air, 33 of 46. Only took 1 sack. That was a big sack, too, because they had to punt on 4th down in the 4th quarter. Hey, thank you. WU Bear number 80, or Woo Bear. Looks like a Penn State logo. Thanks, Puppets World. Appreciate it. So Allen also picked up 2 touchdowns on the ground, 14 carries, 30 yards. Cook had 13 for 44 and a touchdown after some struggles in the first half. Keon Coleman, the star, 8 for 112 and a touchdown. Shakir also 6 for 64. They spread it out well. Palmer with a huge catch, 32-yarder in the 4th quarter to set up that last touchdown, I believe. Kincaid, 4 catches for 48 and a touchdown. In defeat, Zay Flowers, outstanding, 7 for 143 and a touchdown. Henry, 18 for 169, 2 touchdowns, but that critical fumble that opened the door for the Bills. Jackson, 6 for 70 and a touchdown. He was 14 of 19 only, but had 210 yards and 2 touchdowns. A couple sacks taken. I was included. I didn't think they were coming back from 15 down. Not the way their defense looked. But Ed Oliver, punched the ball out, and that's all they needed. And, well, I think they got a quick 3-and-out, too, that they needed. All right, that's going to do it. Oh, thanks for subscribing, everybody. I think we got another sub. I do appreciate your support. We'll see you tomorrow night. Minnesota Vikings at Chicago Bears. And until then, take care. Have a great rest of your Monday. Have a great Monday. And we'll see you tomorrow. And my caps lock is on. And thanks, WU Bear number 80. Or Woo Bear 80. That was a lot of money also. Yeah, probably. Okay, my voice is shot. Oh, plus 1,500. Gotcha. Thanks, everybody. Sinbin Stream signing out. Until tomorrow, take care. Thanks for your support. Have a good one. Sinbin Stream signing out, and bye-bye.